Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning into the Critically Challenged Cast. My name is Jeffrey, here with another episode. This week we actually found the audio problem during the session, so for the first half of the recording the audio would be really peaky like last week, but the latter half will sound much better. Reed was also unfortunately unable to make it this week and will be absent this session. I also wanted to remind you that if you like our content, don't be afraid to express that by leaving comments and a like on our podcast. We don't really pay to advertise our stuff, so if you could just share our channel with your friends or family, or both, we'd really appreciate it. Other than that, I don't really think I have anything else to say, so let's go ahead and get into episode 13 of Anarchy Sons.
Welcome back, Critically Challenged fans. Hopefully we have at least some fans out there.
I'm
not just me watching those videos.
Yeah, for real.
But, welcome back. Mason, what happened last time on Critically Challenged?
Well, last time there was this chick bogarting the enchantment room. And we had to have a word with her because some of us are actually enchantment builds as well, so we can't just have one person benefiting off of it. So, see, it went like this. There were these vampire motherfuckers, and they were stealing emotions and shit from people and making them all depressed, but also making their headaches go away. And see, I didn't really care about any of that because they're not me. But she definitely had the enchantment room, so I had to do something about that.
She definitely had
the party and I approached her, and we were pretty hostile at first because her parents killed Jeffrey's parents, or not Jeffrey's parents, Jeffrey's character's parents. I think Aquilon's parents, Aquilon and what's the other one's name? It's not Oklahoma. Helios' parents. And they were with the Church of the Burning Mother. We found out the Burning Mother was Saren Ray, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that they're worshiping her, but everyone hears her screaming. So we talked to this enchantment rune bitch, and we're like, yo, give us the rune. And she's like, I ain't giving you no bitch-ass rune. We're like, why not? And she's like, because I use it to remove affliction on all these folks and take their headaches away. And we're like, that's a pretty nice thing to do, but I also am an enchantment build. So we followed her to this area where they teleported us, so we started asking all these questions, and she was lying through her teeth, but no one noticed except for Noki. I was just over there like, alright, yeah, all this makes perfect sense, I'm just gonna sweet talk her into getting the room, and we're gonna be out of here, and then they all teleported away. And we were stuck with a bunch of guards who had Aeon Stones, and they used the Aeon Stones to teleport, so we had to steal an Aeon Stone. So I finally got to use my spell telekinetic projectile by throwing an Aeon Stone that was orbiting them.
I made that encounter specifically for you.
Awesome, perfect.
I was like, he hasn't used this yet.
And then they started chasing us. We tried to memory flash him, but his faceplate closed shut, like his helmet.
He had a natural 20 on his side.
Yeah.
That's what you said either.
And then we ran, and we all teleported out, and then we eventually got into this... I guess we call it a mini dungeon, right? Where there's all these rooms and they're all holograms, or illusions, rather. And we all saw stuff specific to our characters. Reed's character, Biodo, was the first one affected, and I went in and immediately dispelled because I noticed Varush was there and I'm pretty intelligent, somewhat. And so I blew him up, and then I went back outside and told everyone not to go in until they knew it was an illusion. And then frickin' Akron still got affected by the illusion and tried to save his illusionary brother or whatever. But we eventually all went through the other door. And then there were a bunch of vampires that everyone else except for me and Biodo thought were, the illusions. And then there was also that chick on the catwalk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they tried to melt Biodo, but Biodo was actually made out of steel beams, and they only had jet fuel, so they failed. And we ended up killing all of them. And then I finally got the enchantment rune, which is conveniently on a gold chain necklace, and it's this big ass rune, and I just put it under my shirt.
And you said that
so now I have a disc sticking out of my shirt.
There's some big game.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where we left off. And there was lots of blood.
Yeah,
I like how you just conveniently skipped over that.
Yeah, Historia got beheaded.
What the fuck happened to Zaz? He got really raunchy for a second there.
Raunchy? What do you mean?
He gets on saying fucking bitch ass, and I'm like, whoa.
I was getting my rune, damn it. My rune.
I mean, that's exactly everything that happened. Some of that stuff I might have forgotten. But
I passed the exam.
you pass the exam, you get at least 12 points.
Oh, and then we also at the beginning of the adventure sold a plant, and we got like 20 gold or 20,000 credits each, which is probably one of the biggest things we did.
Yeah, that was pretty important considering y'all
Also
spent
got
the last
that
hour or
quest.
so figuring out what you guys are gonna buy now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys have a new quest to get a whole lot more money.
Yeah.
Just some points of clarification. Akron, you got that counter spell necklace.
Yes.
There's a picture of
Some star of the red star.
yeah, it's like a red star.
Red
something.
dwarf something.
Dwarf something, yeah. There's a picture of you, Helios, and presumably Hisori as babies. Kind of like this maternity ward type deal.
Was she illustrated?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Her parents were born and raised on Castelo, like your parents.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where.
That's why they originated there.
And then they were banished to
They
The Shadow
being
Realm?
whatchamacallit,
Shadow
the Church
Realm,
of the Burning Earth.
Burning Earth. Go to the Burning Earth. I think they still classified it as a cult back then, but
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna pick up directly after you guys got all the good gooey loot. The vampires.
I'm very curious as to how we're going to walk out of this without having to fight all the Aeon guards.
Oh, don't worry about it,
no
because
idea.
remember, before we stopped last session, what's his name? Gyodo, he did say that he wanted to take the head and roll it down the big stairs.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
All right. So I guess.
Let's pick up with that conversation.
Yeah. So.
Biodo, are you sure you want to roll that head down a flight of stairs filled with our enemies?
What else would I do with it?
You know what? He's convinced me. Y'all are on your own. I'm leaving. Just kidding.
Gyodo, you can't do that. I mean, this person clearly had a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Social media.
The amount of followers do not impress me. Only the fact that you still have a head attached to your body, that impresses me.
Well, I don't know about you, but I like having, subscribers and likes and comments on, the things that I post online.
You know how many people turn their notifications on for this man?
Yeah, maybe if they hit the bell, like, right next to the
And y'all can do that on Critically Challenged.
I completely agree with everything you've said. However, I'm still throwing your head down the flight of stairs.
Alright, but you have to face the repercussions.
Just make sure that you're the first one out the door so it doesn't hit one of us in the back of the head.
Obviously, yeah. I'll do it. No, I want it to be a public. I'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. You'll do your junk battles. And right before
jousting on Steam.
right before her sermon, I would throw it and then just get out of dodge. And we will then take off to Avalon to find the plants that we're looking for.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, that sounds
That
good.
sounds like a good plan, except all the parts that you said.
Sounds good. That amazing show forced by me has completely expelled all of the alcohol from my system.
You could say that about my spells as well.
I'm going to go back to the ship. Let's go back to the ship so I can replenish that alcohol.
That
Do
sounds
you
good.
really have to be there to throw their head down? Why can't you just,
I'm
open
doing
the
it
door
tomorrow.
slightly and then keep it on top of
I'm
the
okay with
door?
doing it tomorrow.
I'll figure out the logistics.
Still doesn't answer the question of how are we going to get out of here.
Yeah, no, my issue. Well, we're going to be on the ship while he's doing that. My issue.
How are we leaving this room?
Bro, we
Oh,
just
easy.
walked
They don't know
into
that she's dead.
Bro, we just walked into
What I'm
this.
saying is the only way out is backwards.
Timothy,
And we stole from the Aeon guards.
wrong. You guys stole from the Aeon guards. I've had this Aeon stone from the head over there.
Oh, okay, I got this.
Wait a
I spent
second.
10 minutes standing still until I looked different. I'm like, I wasn't even here.
Wait a second.
It looks like you were the one who stole the ale.
Like it lasted about like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I got long red hair and, pointy ears, a long nose, a really jaded looking face, and, of course no facial hair because I'm an elf.
Yeah.
And a fairly tall, thin neck.
You want to notice some change?
I'm still not used to it.
I know I met him first. No, wait, no, that's right. I met Saz first, not
You met
Zaz.
Saz.
I am neither Saz nor Zaz. I've never been in this area until now.
Anyway, Timothy. I don't know. Jump out the window. Can you live or something?
Look,
We can walk out.
we can just attempt to explore the room, and whatever happens, happens.
Why don't we just return one of the Aeon stones to him? Because I know we only stole one.
How about this? We put the head in my backpack and just walk out the front door.
I am down with that idea.
As long as I don't get shot at.
Wait, where the hell's the exit? Oh, wow.
Also, I think you're gonna need a bag of ice.
Unless
for
there's
that
like
head.
another teleporter somewhere.
I'll put it in the fridge when we get home.
If there's not another teleporter, we have to like backtrack.
Put it on top of the
You don't have
onions.
to
I'll
teleport.
teleport it into
That's
here,
my
so
special
there is a
ingredient.
teleporter.
Yeah.
Let's
in here.
teleport
Who doesn't
back.
know?
In the
We don't know
elevator.
where
Wait,
it takes
but-
us.
One of the walls broke, didn't it? Like during the battle? What's outside?
Did it?
No,
I
so
don't
the
remember
shutters
about
opened. Outside that way is sun and space.
Oh.
So
You
don't
can
wanna
go
go.
that
Don't want to go. We should try that way.
You wanna go do that?
Technically, I would survive until I hit the sun.
No, you would still survive. You'd just be very hot.
Just
Yeah.
pissed off and angry in the middle of the sun. Good.
And then
Also-
we could just transport back and be like, guys, your story needs help.
I could also.
well,
the
The
head.
head.
Right.
I'm gonna
Forgot about her
teleport
name.
out.
Yeah.
Okay,
just be able to killing
And
myself.
we can try
I
to
could
find
also
that
just
girl that was with her.
psychoactive eyes on them,
I'm
and you
done.
guys
I'm
just
out.
walk around them.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
this is a little important, so I'll tell you what happens. So, you see Timothy just kind of walking back the way he came. He puts in his stone and teleports out. It's important because, and I'll explain. What does everyone else do?
Well, he's dead.
Hey man, I had to go do some general
Well, I
analysis.
was about to
I
use
mean,
my
like-
tiara of teleportation on all of us, but I guess only us four.
Yeah, you know. Alright, everybody get in a circle, and then we'll teleport out.
Yeah, let's just all go back. Like, what the fuck else are we
Alright.
gonna do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and assist him.
On the teleportation thing, there are 5 slots. So, in the one upstairs that you guys were at, there was only 2 slots.
Right.
On the first one that you guys saw behind the church, this one they had 5. This one also has 5.
How many do we have? Only 4?
Each one of you has an Aeon stone.
Yeah, but, you know, if he was able to teleport, that means you don't need to have
Alright,
requirements.
I activate
Go back.
teleport.
It just needs 5 at
Yeah.
a time, can go at once. But
Potentially.
I'm gonna put one in there.
Okay, so you all. So the 4 of you guys are teleported back to the what's it called? The
Oh, no.
Aeon Guard headquarters. Timothy, you teleported behind the church.
Nice. And I'm just gonna keep walking like nothing ever happened. I'm gonna go back to the ship.
Back to the ship.
You're right there. I go, well, I guess I was right. Looks like he's dead.
Yeah, so you guys teleport to the top of
Yeah.
like the first room. So not the room that you guys confronted Hisori in. It's kind of when you guys walk throughout the hallway. That
Out of
first room.
curiosity, how far am I from them? Like
Um,
like right after we both teleport. So like if
So-
I'm still at the teleporter and they're at the teleporter.
They're directly above you, about
How-
like 200 feet or so.
Okay.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
just dig a hole, dude.
No.
Yeah, so you guys teleport into the headquarters. You notice that Timothy is absent, directly in front of you. The doors are open. You do see kind of like Aeon guards kind of heading out that way towards where Hisori was. But you guys are just, for the moment, no Aeon are there.
How do we leave?
I'm gonna put the
Why don't
teleporter
we
back in the
just leave?
thing.
They saw us come in.
You're
but it's
gonna
not
teleport
like
Yeah.
we
So,
know anything.
you see Noki puts her Aeon stone back and teleports down. Teleports
Okay.
away.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know what was gonna
Is
happen.
there like a door
I'm
just
imagining
to
I'm
like
pretty
walk
far
out?
from the
So,
I started walking immediately.
like a chamber room.
Hmm.
There's the teleport in the center, and then just the doors.
Alright, I
leading
use the
to-
teleporter and I say, alright, let's try using it one at a time this time and see what happens.
Okay, so
I don't know.
Noki already gone. You guys
Yeah, I'll
get
go
pictures
next.
in, teleports. Gordon looks at Akram's rock, paper, scissors, or how are we gonna...
Look, all I'm saying
You're the
is
one with the head.
I don't understand where
I
this.
forgot to put it in the bag, and he slams the teleporter.
I don't know where this idea came from, but whatever.
Okay, and you all teleport back to the teleporter behind the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep walking like I just got out of service.
Then
How
you
does
see-
that work? I thought we would be back in the nightmare dungeon.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Am I pretty close to the ship by now? Once
No.
they're all over there? Damn.
No, it's far.
Yeah, it's
Incredibly far.
Yeah, man,
especially
I
the
move
ship.
pretty fast.
Christian, Zaz checks his watch. What does he see?
Oh yeah, how much time has passed?
So, it's you guys arrived at the service. The service was like a nighttime service, so it's probably around like 9. You can't tell what time it is just because it's sun everywhere.
Oh, I have a watch?
A lot,
So it's
you do-
daytime.
yeah, so you know like what time it is.
Oh,
But,
what time is it? I
it's
checked.
about like 9 in the night. 9 in the
Oh,
night.
okay.
But just like you can't
Nine
see,
in the
you
night.
can't see like just looking outside, you can't see it. But you do kind of look around.
Oh,
And
okay.
all the residentials within all of their windows have like tinted. So you
And what
guys
is the
are
day?
summertime.
It's Friday, right?
Currently it's Friday, yeah.
Okay.
Friday night. Yeah. So you see Timothy just kind of probably a good like 60 feet in front of you guys, just walking.
Message, hey Timothy, you want to do a hard operation on me?
You can do that in
Yeah.
60 feet?
Let me check. Pretty
I'm
sure.
gonna- I'm
I think
gonna
it's
hear you.
exactly 60 feet.
And then I'm gonna
Only
pick up
30.
around Sapphire
Oh,
Stone
I'm using a
and be like,
message.
what do you want?
The Aeon Stone lets you communicate with
100
constructs
feet.
100 feet.
Oh, I was using a cantrip, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I communicate back to you with the Aeon Stone. Mental to mental.
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
know how to use those.
Well, I mean, I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of them. I know a lot about
What did you say? Matt?
technology.
Just
That's kind of what I know.
So do you have the Aeon Stone? Do you have it active? So as you,
Does it have to be swirling around, or do I have to be holding it?
I think it has to be swirling around.
Okay, sure.
So as it's swirling around, you get like a telepathic ping, not from Zaz,
Mhm.
but from some other like entity. It says
Okay.
like unregistered system and detected.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 100 feet. So I'm just
I
using
don't know what
the
to say
cantrip.
about that.
Well, that's what you get. You get like unregistered, unregistered like entity detected. That's all you get. As you,
How do I register? I'd like to communicate back with it.
You wouldn't be part of the Aeon Guard.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
I get
and-
cool armor and more Aeon stones. Why wouldn't I?
So you're not
It's a win-win.
They're gonna track Timothy.
yeah. So you send that message back like, how do I register? And like you don't get a reply back.
Fuck it. We'll keep it active and see what happens.
So he doesn't hear me at all?
He does. No, he. I mean,
Oh.
yeah. So
And I communicated back to you with the Aeon stone.
yeah. So then.
Or does it not work because it's not?
You can just use
You can
message.
just use message. Yeah, I think you used telepathic message, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's you can move.
it's 110 feet.
So you can reach him.
Yeah, it has to be 10 words or less though, and if anyone's within 10 feet of them, they can do intercepting ears for free.
No, there's no one. It's nighttime. There's no Aeon guards in the immediate vicinity around you guys, and you guys are just kind of beelining
Yeah.
it to one of the trolleys. I'm assuming.
And what did you say back? I didn't hear it.
I thought we were
You
gonna
said
go
something
to
about like
the
heart
robot
surgery,
fight.
right?
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
We're gonna need some kind of a facility, but I can perform it. You just have to
Alright.
secure a facility.
You guys have a facility on the ship.
Do we?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the med bay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
I said,
Yeah,
we don't
sure.
want the ship.
I don't really leave the armory much, so if you say so. Do you have the item with you?
No.
How am I supposed to do a heart transplant with
Where's the
that
heart?
item?
I thought you were going to make the item.
Okay, I can make it for you. Just give me the specifications on it when we get back.
Alright.
You kind of like put your hand out, like my heart's about this big. And had like my heart's about the size of your fist.
And like I turn around, he's like, "It's about yay, baby." I'm like, I meant the actual specifications, like the diagram of
It pumps
exactly what.
blood to several places in my
If I
body.
turn this off, can I stop hearing him? And I put it in my pack.
No,
and-
because I
and
have
he
a
keeps on
cantrip.
messaging me. I'm like,
Yeah, the cantrip. You can also communicate with constructs now with his room.
Yeah.
all you hear back is just there's just a really long groan.
Yeah. So does anyone else want to
That's
do it, or
what
does
approaching
everyone
you.
just kind of just go?
Yeah.
It's louder.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanted the ship.
Yeah, is everyone just gonna go straight to the ship?
Yeah, heck, we just got back from like a battle. I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
the rest
Brianna's
of the
like
day.
looking back at the church and is like, really want to drop this now, but I'll wait for tomorrow. More people will be there tomorrow. Is there anything you see? Like, Brianna, he's like really fucked up. Like, he has like a lot of like wounds and stuff. I'm pretty sure I dealt a good chunk of
Yeah,
his.
Yeah, he almost killed him, and then I restored all of his health back with
yeah.
Mystic Staff.
Yeah, so he still has like bruises and stuff. Just kind of looks like just the remnants
Actually,
of the
use
battle.
all
You
seven
know,
of them.
Yoda, why don't we just go get a drink first?
We have drink on ship, but if you want to go get drink,
You've been drinking all my cooking wine?
and the olive oil and just anything else I can get my hands on, really.
It's a good thing the toilets don't have water in them.
No, he's been drinking the
That's why they don't have water
the
in them.
sphere of annihilation.
But
You can't drink that. You just don't want a tongue.
Yeah.
we can definitely try to find a bottle around here somewhere. I'm sure they have one.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the
Would
ship.
it be?
Yeah.
Do they only sell Fireball?
Always so Fireball. Yeah, no, there's actually a bunch of them over by the Senate chambers.
Fuck, I hate cinnamon. Or whatever.
Over by the Senate chambers, there's basically just like a row of restaurants and bars and stuff
Nice.
directly outside of the Senate chambers. So
Right.
you can get all of that juicy senator money right after they leave their sessions and stuff.
Right, yeah.
But that's actually where it is. So if you guys want, you can go over there and just take shots of Fireball because that's
All
all
I
they
got.
sell.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay, yeah. So we'll go there.
What
And then
is
I'll
the
head
same
over
as
to
Harden?
the
What book?
Solarian Temple.
It's in the
tomorrow, I
armory.
Okay, yeah. So you okay, Biodo spends about like 4 credits worth just getting Fireball shots for everyone.
No, that's
guess.
not
And
it.
let me
Oh.
see here. Let's see how much I spend. I spent
Whoa.
also 4 credits.
Nice. So you guys just spend.
That's like
you
the
guys just
cheapest
spend
alcohol
going
I
back-
know.
What kind of a
That's-
fucking bar is
That's a
this?
lot of alcohol.
Credit isn't gold, Jeff.
Dude, it's just Fireball. Man.
Yeah.
They have an abundance
Still.
of Fireball, so it's like a little bit cheaper. That's how supply and demand works, right?
Basically, they have a
You guys are
single,
doing,
like one of those little tiny shots of Fireball, and
It's a
then they just
Fireball
dilute it
elemental.
into gallons
Make
and
it.
gallons of water.
Well, that's how you normally do things, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so you guys are just going like shot for shot of Fireball.
You go
Um,
shot for shot.
Yeah, and it's just like a lot of like just like fire.
Is it cybernetic or is
at the
it,
restaurant?
It's
Yeah,
Magitech.
Yeah,
It's
and
right,
then so
the
you
price
guys
is
go
around here.
drinking, you go take some Fireball, and then
Yeah,
y'all.
it's level 7.
Biodo's like, that is much better, but
So I think for magic,
I'm getting tired of the
since
taste
it's
of
hybrid, I have
cinnamon.
to do
Let's go back.
engineering.
I didn't like it to begin with, but yeah.
So
I
you'll have to
agree
help me
with
make
you.
this.
Alright,
Alright, I can do that.
Let's see if we can find our way back.
Yeah, just to make sure that it's possible.
I'm sure we can find our way back.
Cool.
We like stumble like, into something immediately as he says that.
Great.
Alright, so then y'all head back to the ship. No, I'm assuming you're already there.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Wow. Didn't do
Um,
shit.
yeah, just you want to straight back to the ship. Timothy, you got to begin construction.
Yeah, we can
Now
do
we're gonna
construction
make
with a
the
synchronous heart.
thingy.
Okay.
It's a level 7 item,
Okay.
and it's a Magitech item, so we need an engineering and a mysticism check, correct?
Yes.
And Zaz is going to assist in
if you want
creating it
that,
since
we
he
can make-
does the magical
You
part,
can make
and
no
I'll do the.
mysticism.
Alright, sure. I'll use
now
my
normally-
trusty critical failure dice.
Sounds good.
Normally for crafting, right, it would take,
It takes 4 hours per level, I think is what it is.
yeah, so
Ooh,
4
so that's a
times
long
7, yeah. But we can speed it up. What's your mysticism?
21.
21?
21.
Okay. I have a 20... The hell do I have? 20 what?
The DC is 17
22
So
for my
16.
engineering.
initially. You said
Yeah, so if we wanted to speed it up by an hour per, like if we wanted to cut off 1 hour per level,
Hmm.
then it would go from a 17 to a 22.
Okay.
And I would have to 30
already
hours.
succeed that.
you still have to roll, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it would
So
take
we
3
can-
hours, so it would take 21 hours.
Can we reduce it anymore? Or would,
We can reduce it all the way down to 1 hour per level,
but we'd have to roll
it
a
increases
number.
each time. So it would have to be, it would add an extra plus 15. So
Or
it
you
would
do
be,
it in transit because it's going to take a couple days
Alright, we can do it in transit.
to get from. Yeah, so you can start like gathering the materials and everything,
okay.
getting ready for it, and then just in transit.
Alright, I'm going to
to-
subtract the cost from my credits then.
Sounds good.
So you said it's base price if he makes it and installs it?
It's base price, and then if you want to use the bulk, I think it's a quarter for the bulk.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because it's Magitech, right?
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah.
So then it would be
Yeah, hybrid item, right?
salvage a quarter of it, unless I have something specific for hybrid.
Up to 1/4 of the cost of items will be able to be salvaged for similar items, for items needing mysticism.
Then yeah,
So, yeah, so it would actually be 3/4 of the base price.
Okay, well I'll just give you the base price and you can keep the rest.
Okay.
all right.
How much
So
is it?
6,300.
67, I think is what it costs, right?
Oh, I thought it
No,
was
63, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's going to cost 3/4 of that.
So I'm down to 4,232, which is still a good amount, because once we get this next thing and we level up like 3 more times, I'll be able to get the Dispelling Hand.
Yeah, we can always gamble.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gambling is always good, yeah.
So it's going to cost 4,725.
Can you subtract that from the 6,300 and tell me what the remainder is?
Oh, well, so that should have been 6,300. 25. Yeah, 4,725 is the total cost.
Yeah.
After the reduction.
Yeah. How much is missing though? What's the 1 quarter cost?
Oh,
because I need that for the amount of scrap that I use.
You're right. 1,575.
Okay.
Okay. So,
575.
as everyone begins like crafting and working, Akron and Piotr go drinking. Zaz and Timothy start working together to begin the construction of the synchronous heart. Milky, I'm assuming you want to just go to sleep.
I mean, I don't have anything to do. Do we have anything on this ship that like is a map of the city that we're in?
Yeah, you can pull up a picture of a map of the city and everything.
Or, yeah, I want to see like
There's Google Maps around still.
Yeah.
Google Maps. What is it called? Infosphere, right?
Go all those.
Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if there's a place that I can go to learn about like different species.
Different species?
Yeah.
Like you and other species?
Of what? Like different like creatures?
Yeah, like
races or
creatures.
plants or-
Yeah.
Like maybe like if there's people like studying it or if
Yeah,
there's
so that'll
like,
probably
archives
be
somewhere.
at the Solar University. There's probably going to be some students studying. It might be more centered towards like the fire creatures and stuff, but they'll probably have some records or archives over there.
Okay.
What creatures are you looking for, like specifically?
I'm looking for that Neil archetype thing that I saw in the alien thingy. But it's like after business hours, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's already night. It's just college parties over there probably at this point.
Oh.
They're also
go.
only drinking Fireball. Don't know how Noki feels about that. It's the only alcohol on this planet is Fireball. You do.
On this planet? I thought this was a sun.
This whole place. It's just Fireball.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that we're waiting until like the next day kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess after I get most of Zaz's materials squared away, I'm going to continue doing research on the that glass metal
Okay.
material.
So go ahead and make me. The glass metal. Yeah, we'll just say you can do research on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one will be free. If you wanted to do the memory exposure, that one you do have to roll for. But alright, so you
Which one did I do last time?
the memory exposure to figure out like what properties it has. If you can.
Okay, let's do that again then.
Okay, so go ahead and make me an engineering check.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sucked.
Due to the complexity of critical fails last time, what we're going to do now, and successes, just roll a d6, critical fail, subtract a d6, critical success, roll, add a d6.
Okay.
That'll make it easier, so go ahead and subtract a d6.
Is this...
You sure you don't want
this
to do
is
like
not
a
to recall
D10? Because
knowledge,
we can
right?
get like a lot of skills. Or a lot of points, I mean.
This is not recall knowledge, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, so...
You might change your d10 later, but for right now, we'll just keep it. Because I think up until like 8th level, well, you guys
So it'd be a 21.
Because I get a 21 on mysticism. So like a D6 doesn't seem like a lot, you know?
21, yeah, so go ahead and add 21 to whatever you had last time. You had like a 32 or something.
Yeah, I think it might have been 36.
Yeah, because it's just like they just compound over time until you hit an unspecified number, and then you get more information. Yeah, I mean, the fight that you just had, like any fight is, even for like android and stuff, is like physically exhausting and everything.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no, I'm definitely gonna sleep.
Not your best bout of research. Timothy, you do just a little bit of research. You don't get a whole lot of research done. You're like, no, what? I'm just gonna refresh my batteries. Whatever androids do. Gonna install the newest Windows 69. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh and everything. Okay, so you do a little bit of research on the thing. Then that Solar University is probably going to be the best place. If you're doing more of like plant research, definitely the floating gardens would be best. Yeah, but the Solar University will probably have something that you're looking for. But Loki, as you fall asleep this night, you enter a familiar place to you. This white, endless void all around you. As you know you're dreaming at this point. You know that every now and again you enter this plane, but you enter, but you look around and it's a little bit, like more familiar, less scary this time. But it also seems like there's stuff inside of it. Nothing has like a physical shape.
But it's white.
Yeah, like it's like white, like endless, like white void and everything. But instead of it's like they just being like endless white, you see kind of like the not even like outline. It's kind of like blurred. Like there's like this might be like a chair, but like you can't really make it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like blurred over. So like but like there's not just like nothing anymore. There's like potentially something will be here eventually. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah. Is that symbol still there?
As you look off, yes, the symbol is still there.
Has anything changed?
Not. So it's still the same one. You see like the two rings around it. Then you see where the divination rune was.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see like those like black spectral chains still around. And then the one spectral chain that had already broken off tries to like repair itself and then is batted away continuously. Like from the last time you saw it, it's remained unchanged, but it is still there.
Okay. Can I touch the things that might be there but aren't there?
Yeah. So the like kind of like the spectral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you touch it and it doesn't have like physicality. It's almost like a ghost. Like a ghost chair or something. So it doesn't have like you can kind of like see like the outlines of what it might be potentially, but as you kind of like touch it, you just phase through it.
I'll be like, hello.
You don't hear anything.
Can is someone there?
Hello, Mr. Chair, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You're just right now. It's just and then probably a good like 100 feet or so. You're just kind of like floating in this. It almost feels like you're floating in water, but there's no water here. There's just kind of like the sensation that you have in this area. That the green symbol that you see is probably a good like 30-40 feet away from you.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna go towards it again.
Okay.
And then... Oh, you know what? We have the enchantment, but I don't have it. Nothing's changed with like the enchantment rune on
So
it?
you look where the enchantment rune would be, and it does begin to glow.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna touch it.
You touch it. As you touch it, the enchantment where it would be, the enchantment rune shatters. Like that.
Shit, we gotta get all
like
of
that
them.
spectral.
Like the 6
that
stages, so
spectral
not
chain.
at time.
Uh-huh.
You're just kidding.
Holding it shatters,
Okay.
and you do see the divination rune
So we
and
gotta
the
do-
enchantment rune begin
It's been
glowing.
deep
I mean,
focus
I
from the
didn't
warm
mention
blue.
that.
Okay.
Like this like light green simultaneously
he's
as
in a
another one of
cage,
those
just
spectral
gotta
chains
bust it.
We
shatters.
need to catch them all.
Just go get
And you
some
say that-
cut
Are you
it,
saying that in your sleeps?
cut the cage.
Yeah.
So you say,
Weird.
as you say, you catch them all.
Sleep.
You hear a familiar voice, stronger than the last time you heard it,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, "I knew I picked the right champion." And you wake up,
You just call me Ash.
and you exit this plane, and you wake up in your bed, in your room, as if nothing happened.
Oh, okay. Just go back to sleep. Wait, is it morning?
Oh, not yet.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's probably like 2 in the morning, right? It's like 2 in the morning. I'm catching in my morning, but no, not time to wake up yet.
Okay.
Zaz spends his evening 2 ways. Firstly, he goes ahead and he casts his spell slots that he eventually regains into the spell gems and gets, the 6 ones that I usually have.
Okay.
And then the other way he does it is by casting share languages on like bugs and stuff that are in the ship and then charming them. Just to practice.
Just to
in the
practice.
chamber room.
Yeah, so
Do explore for me. Go in a circle.
so you have just little bugs Biodo probably left on the
Yeah, like I went to the trash can where there's just half eaten like Vesk sandwich that doesn't look like it's edible. You know,
Yeah, so you spend a little time just like kind of gathering some bugs, and you're just kind of like practicing chanting, and you're just having them like march in order. And,
yeah, make shapes and stuff, spell words.
Like, there might be some like rats and stuff. And you have them kind of like circus mice.
Yeah.
Like, stack on top of each other, just like seeing how far you can take these like enchantment power kind of that gives you.
But I'm not gonna hurt the bugs. I'm not about that.
Obviously, we're not about that here. But you know, you're having them do like flips and stuff. So
Yeah.
harmless fun with these with these creatures.
You gonna become that guy from Naruto?
I already am, dude. The last command I give him is to get in my jacket sleeves.
He's always weird. Alright, so it is now the next day.
Oh, you mean Buggo McBugface?
Let's go do some robot
That's the name I watch Boruto, dude. That's what they call him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Buggo McBugface. So robot fights. Doors open around like 12. You guys can sleep in until whenever. Doors open at 12.
In that case, I will research until it's time to go.
Okay. Doors open at 12. The actual fights don't start until 3. Betting closes at 1:55. 1:55. The gambling closes. Doors open at 12. So you have an hour and 55 minutes to gamble.
Do I get to add anything for doing the 4 hours of research or whatever? Or 3 hours of research?
For the thing, no, we'll just say that. We'll just title all.
Tag it all together? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So you have, depending on what time you guys wake up, Blodo, you see him sprawled out in his bed, still sleeping. You see several bottles of just like pure rubbing alcohol just surrounding him. He expended a lot of energy pulling off all those amazing Vanguard stunts. And
I'm going to take a blood sample from him.
okay.
And I'm going to run it through my chemical analyzer to see how much of his blood is actually alcohol.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check for me real quick.
Okay. Looks like
No, just don't breathe in this.
right.
He doesn't have to. He's asleep. He's just gonna take a breathalyzer to his snores.
Yeah, you could potentially also just do that if you want to do that.
I mean, I don't have a breathalyzer, so
You're right.
I'll use what I have.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check real quick.
It's going to be a 19.
Yeah, you got
With my
lost.
4. So,
I have
so you just go up there and you draw blood. He kind of like scratches his like neck and everything. He doesn't even acknowledge it. You gotta run it through the scrub. He is about 72% blood alcohol content.
It's impressive.
That should normally kill people, but Blodo, he's just sleeping it off.
Maybe he just doesn't have much blood left from yesterday.
Yeah, so Blodo, he's just probably gonna spend the rest of the day either drinking, or at least right now, he's gonna be spending sometimes drinking and sleeping. And then Milky, you wanted to do some stuff. I want to do some stuff.
Yeah, but I also want to tell them specifically Saz about the dream that I had.
Okay.
Because I feel like it affects him. But is everybody awake? How early does everybody wake up?
7 o'clock every morning.
But, alright, we're up at 7.
No, I'm just drinking coffee in the coffee area.
Yeah, that's 7 too?
Yeah.
So we're talking real life?
And I have all the bugs sitting next to me.
That's fine.
So, you wake up and you just see like several little like bugs and animals just sitting.
Exactly 5.
Yeah, you see exactly 5
I know
bugs,
it's been more than that.
sitting and there's like a tiny little table and like tiny little chairs and they all have like tiny little coffee cups and stuff, drinking in unison with Zaz. Like every time he takes a drink, they also take a drink with him. Just
Oh
come
my
over.
god, I love it!
Oh, I see everyone saying like, oh guys, why don't you make some room on the table? Here, go sit on the floor for us.
Yeah, the bugs.
Yeah.
The bugs are like, alright. They all like, you see them
Pick the little table.
pick up the table. Like 2 of their arms like pick up the table. The other one's like holding all their plates and stuff as they kind of in unison walk off onto the table. They don't take any room up at all. You just have a couple bugs on there.
Alright, I think we need to start a circus for
Sure.
bugs. I think that's our next
That'd be a good
next
profitable
money
business.
move. Yeah.
Zaz, those bugs are under your control, right?
Well, I like to think they're my friends.
Okay.
Can we keep them as pets?
Sure.
Listen.
You guys cool with being pets?
You see the bugs just.
They share language.
The bugs are like. I mean, I prefer not to be called a pet, but you have domination over us, so
It
whatever you want to call us.
Well, I guess he just understands me if I do share language.
Yeah. No one else would have
So I know.
the speech is like completely inaudible.
Just nod your head yes if you agree, or no if no.
Yes! So all the bugs like in unison, like, if that's what you wish!
I don't know what they're saying, but just keep them out of the kitchen, please.
Okay, he said y'all can have the onions.
No, that's not what I said. Don't say that. I will
Stunning onions.
And like the 5 just kind of like, scared out.
I'll take the most frail looking one and crush it.
Bugs?
Yeah, with my...
I cast hold person.
No. I use crush like from a 30-foot range.
I know, I see
I
that.
crush
I
his
cast hold
insides.
person afterwards.
Okay, it's cool. Don't make me crush you
You
too.
make the save or no?
I don't. Does the bug make the save?
He probably died. I'm saying you gotta roll your save.
It doesn't do damage.
What, old person?
No,
The crush, it just
Oh.
holds them.
No, crush it. It
just kills him.
No, it stuns them.
Oh.
I made the save. And I made the save as a joke. I got a natural 20.
Alright, well then I guess I don't notice it.
It's one bug.
So you
It's me just doing this.
Yeah, you gotta like push your fingers together as if you were gonna crush him, and the bug you see like the gravity like press on him, and he's just
Well, no, it's just their insides.
so you don't see it, but like the bug just like he stops for a second and just
I'm
shrugs
gonna
his
walk
shoulders and
over
continues walking.
and say, can I talk to you for a minute, man to man?
Sure.
You can never crush any of my bugs as long as you live, and I cast Bestow Curse.
Oh God! Just leave them out my kitchen.
Go ahead and make the save.
Or at least let them make them
Make
wash
your
their
save,
hands
bro. Make
before
your
they
save.
do anything
Yeah,
else.
we want a sanitary bug in this shit.
You gotta beat a 21.
Well,
Yeah, it's a will
Is it
save.
real? Then no.
Yes.
you can never crush his bugs. Not his bugs, but
I mean, I wasn't gonna kill him. I was gonna stagger him.
But now you can't.
Yeah,
you can
no, I
not
can't.
take him out. Yeah.
And now, do we fight against a bug race now?
I can dispel it. It's fine. Or remove affliction, I mean.
Now, do you know that he's
Supposed
done
to
this
be
to you?
his bug.
Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you don't know this.
It's gonna echo in my head now that I can't crush bugs now.
No, you can't
No,
crush
you can't crush
That
my
is
bugs.
bugs.
Zaz's bugs. So, aka the cockroach circus in our
Who said it
kitchen.
was cockroaches?
Yeah, I imagine they're
Yeah.
fire ants.
That's even worse, I think.
They were flying cockroaches, thank
You
you.
can get
That-
one that's like
those
a
are scarier.
one is
So
like
if they hit some gold and destroy them.
One is like
They have
an
little
ant.
snake tongues.
And in case you think you can do some bestow curse bullshit, I'll just wait for the ship to blow if you bestow curse.
You can never blow up the ship.
Just the
Just make them wash their hands, and I'm gonna make an omelet for everybody.
Alright.
You're done with for
That's a
everybody?
my effect.
One omelet each.
What?
Okay.
The
Bestow
Bestow
Curse?
Curse?
What
I don't
do you
know.
want
I
in
think
yours?
it is. Let me check.
Is
It
it?
doesn't matter for you though. His room.
I
it's
don't
not-
want
it's-
onions on it.
Got
I
it.
still
Only
have the
mushrooms.
cortex right now, which means I still have the neural shunt.
No.
Right now, yes.
Yes.
But
I don't
you
So
want
if he tries to do it within the next little
Oh,
while,
no, that's
Ham.
hard for because the curse is
And
permanent.
cheese.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Well, the curse is permanent.
I'm
You
checking
can
right now.
temporarily
And
shunt it, but the curse is
peppers?
permanent.
I think that even the
Yes.
Magnetic Cortex would always have it.
Tomatoes.
You can no longer shunt.
You
I
want
shut the
to-
twice
you
of
want
your
to-
face.
You're not
Holy
using it anymore
Yeah.
because once you shunt something to
Yeah,
the Magnetic
that sounds
Cortex,
good.
it's
Yeah,
disabled
yeah.
for everyone to be
shit. It's
affected.
necromancy
No.
curse.
That's a
Oh,
necromancy.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish it was mind altering because then you'd be like,
Oh,
I'm gonna shunt that, gonna take it out, and never gonna use that
But
again.
it's not like burnt inside.
Well, thank you for being my first Bestow Curse subject, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks for your cockroaches for being
They're not
my first,
cockroaches, they're hissing
My
flying
bad.
cockroaches with
Hissing
snake
flying.
tongues.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so the topic at hand, please.
Sun cockroaches.
I would like to do robot battles. I've been waiting 3 sessions for robot battles.
Well, it's only 7 o'clock, so
That's what I'm saying, hurry up.
nah, it's 7 o'clock. You got.
Doesn't even open
you got
till
Timothy is
now.
excited.
I'm gonna go
His
ahead and
blasting robot fight constantly over the intercom, just like at max volume, like, robot
Yeah,
fight!
Timothy,
Robot
I've
fight!
never seen Timothy happier than this moment.
We've never seen
I
him express
If
his
you're
emotion.
Okay.
blasting robot fight, I'm just like dancing to it.
Yeah, okay.
And it
Well,
started at like 7 o'clock when I figured most people woke up, and if
Yeah.
people aren't awake, they can go fuck themselves because there's robot fights today, okay? Let's go.
after I finish making breakfast, I'm gonna take my morning jog,
Okay,
but to the Solarian Temple.
sounds good.
But
Yeah.
while
that's all
we're
you
eating
know, see as a
breakfast,
curse.
I'm gonna tell you all about the dream.
Oh, right, that's right. Forgot about that part.
Yeah. So I'm just, I had another dream last night, guys. This one wasn't creepy.
Yes, I
I
think
wasn't-
everybody has.
Did you ever
dreams.
tell us about the
No.
previous dream? Because I think you only told Zach.
Only
Yeah, so they know about it,
We
but
know
you
about
don't.
it
Maybe
because we
the
also
only didn't
discussed
know
it.
about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're gonna
I was
you're
gonna-
still blasting
I don't know,
at
you're
the in
excited
the
about
hole Just on the intercom.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of just programmed the intercom. I just keep on doing that.
Right.
But I'm kind of like just really excited and just
Then,
running around. I'm like all full of energy and shit.
In that case, you may join us for breakfast, but I know you don't eat.
Yeah, not really.
So I instead I opened a can of oil for you just in case. I don't know how this works.
Thank you.
And you just pour it
That's
on
so
yourself.
thoughtful.
Aggressively smashing it on my forehead.
Great, now I gotta wash that. Okay.
Oh, is this not how you eat?
That's how Kyoto eats, apparently.
It was a
I didn't know
good
that's how
try.
you ate too.
You know there's robot fights today.
Yeah, I heard.
I know, right?
Come.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Does everyone know about the dream already?
Still doing
Did we already-
Now everyone knows.
Okay.
Now we
know
just want to say something
Okay.
very specific.
Unless you
No,
want to RP that whole conversation.
yeah, no, it's just gotta catch them all, guys.
All the runes.
What is that supposed to mean?
All the single runes.
I
Yeah.
told.
All the single runes. All the
Got
single
it.
runes. All the single runes.
Which
all
ones
the
are
single
All the single rooms.
runes.
Do you want me to add that in with robot fights? Here, hold on.
What? All the runes?
No.
So go ahead and say all the single rooms.
All the
I
single
thought it
runes.
was just
Alright,
gonna
got
be
it.
gotta
Alright,
catch
so now you hear robot
Take
fights.
one more
All the
shot.
single rooms. Robot fights.
Enchantment.
I guess we should say every single rune.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
How many do we have left?
No, I like all the single rooms.
Oh, I
So
had
all the single
it
rooms.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like 8.
We have 8 total, or
We
is
have
there
2.
We have
8
two.
left?
How many?
No, I
how many
mean,
are left?
is there 8 of them in total, or is
I
there 8 of them
think-
left?
I felt like there was 6. There's either 6 or 8, and I don't remember.
I have that in my
Because,
notes.
10 schools seems like a lot.
So
But I know that's
I thought
already
it
taking
said six
away.
So just off the top of my head, you guys still
There's
have to
7
find
runes total, and we have 2.
evocation,
Okay.
conjuration,
Okay.
transmutation,
Okay.
illusion.
Okay.
There is one on Avalon, by the way.
Oh, excuse me.
I
Do we
was
have to
gonna
do
say
necromancy
aberration
also?
already.
You did
Necromancy
not.
one of them?
Necromancy. So
Necromancy and Technomancy
out
don't
of
count.
necromancy,
Uh,
technomancy.
Two.
Oh, okay, there's one for them.
runes
Okay.
What
less
if the
than
necromancy one lets
Then
you
the
cast
total number
the
of
whole
numbers.
universe?
Okay.
right.
See.
And then
Insane.
I said that technomancy and necromancy are the
So
two
okay.
most recent,
Man.
Gotcha.
like in the span of the history of magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Technomancy and necromancy with
I have
What the newest one?
evocation, conjuration, transmutation, abjuration, necromancy, technomancy.
Then I would have to make a new character.
That's the only ones I can remember off the top of my head.
Jesus,
another
you mean Goku from the
Might be
movie
another-
Revenge of
3,
Cool?
4, 5, 6.
basically the
I mean, that
same
would be
character.
8. Otherwise, it'd be 9.
because there was.
They
We
named
have,
Goku Jesus in the
We have
movie.
2 of them.
Divinity
Jason
and
said there was
enchant-
7 in total, or is
Yeah.
there 8 in total?
I think it's 8. Because right now I have 6 that we don't have. So I
And
think
2 that we do have?
Did you
Yeah.
already mark we got the one on the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
also
enchantment.
Which ones did you have in total?
This right here, this whole corner.
Which ones do we have? We have
Yeah.
enchantment. What's the
Well,
one?
you didn't actually write down which ones there were.
I didn't, I wrote down the
Yeah.
places.
So she
We have
wrote down,
enchantment
she wrote down
and
the ones that there
Oh,
are.
okay, well this is
so
the
there
X's
might,
we saw on the map.
there might be 2 of them on one of these maps.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so I was right. So the only ones you have left: abjuration, conjuration,
Uh-huh.
Well, do we know
Evocation,
that? Or I guess she
illusion.
knows from the dream.
Evocation, illusion,
yeah,
I didn't say anything.
Take pictures of cats.
and transmutation.
and transmutation.
My onion.
So necromancy and technomancy are not one?
You didn't see those.
Oh, do I get to bounce more?
You didn't see those symbols on.
I imagine that's
The
an
map?
background
on
next
that,
whenever
on
you
that,
go
on
to
that,
calm
like,
down.
room that she's
Oh.
visions of, she didn't see those symbols.
So those must be the bad guys.
Those are the new ones.
Those are the two
And-
newest ones.
Give me bestow curse from a distance, you coward.
So we were talking about the nanite though earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and I was saying that like the nanites burrow in. That's just because that's how the description reads.
Yeah,
If we don't want it to work that way, I'm cool with that. I'm just curious as to
It
what.
burrows through the armor, is what we're
Okay, it burrows through the
It's a
armor and then it
staff
just like
that
attacks the
shoots
skin
from
or
a-
something like that.
It
Right?
starts getting, like, it tries to
Okay.
go through the skin, like it's working its way through the skin.
Okay, I got you.
So if you
I got
kill someone with it,
Then
Yeah.
they ate him out.
Okay.
No.
you succeed.
they just turned to mush inside.
So, so if you kill someone with it, that's it. So they eat him out.
After,
And then, oh
after
wait, no
breakfast, I
homo.
want to go to
We would have been on it with the sexual references today.
Sorry.
the university.
Okay, so
I wouldn't say that was a bad thing. Just saying, it's funny.
Akron, you
It's
begin
November, bro. I
breakfast.
can't help it.
You begin breakfast. You guys have this conversation about the dreams and gotta catch them all. Akron goes on his morning jog after breakfast to the Solarian Temple.
It's mostly
And
to
Moki-
avoid the intercom.
Moki goes to
Dude,
Solar University
fantastic.
to research
Oh, man,
something
I can hack
to
into
research.
your comm system.
System.
Yep.
I'm gonna email the guy I met the other day and thank him for his time the other day.
Okay. Pretty sure I remember his name.
I don't, so I'm gonna say to whoever I'm
It was like
concerned.
Keegan or something. Professor.
For who?
The
The
person
professor
inside
I talked to the other day,
in the
It
university?
was like Keegan or something.
Yeah, it was.
Keegan. There we go.
Tegan.
Yep. I wrote it down.
Alright, I will spell it correctly and everything and email him and say, hey, thanks for meeting with me the other day. The stuff we talked about and the things you gave me really helped out recently.
And he emails back to like, great. Glad all that stuff information helped out.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just like, glad you helped out, kiddo.
Yeah.
Send. You get that?
I archive it.
We'll do. So we'll do Akron's first, just because probably a little bit quicker. Akron, you do your morning jog. You end up you go to the Solarian Temple.
What
during
time do you
transit.
reach the Solarian Temple?
Let's see, if I finish breakfast around 8, we'll say that, how far is it?
Yeah, when do you leave and what time do you get to the temple?
I leave at 8.
He leaves
Okay.
from here. It's just from here. We'll say it takes you about like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, okay, so I'm there at 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say an hour total transit to do
Yeah.
everything you wanted to do.
Oh, right, because, we have to take
Because
So
the
then-
buses are slow.
So then right as you get there at 9,
9.
you hear come over like your phone, like, what is it? 3 hours until robot fights. 3 hours until robot fights.
No, that I already had an alarm for that.
Then it just compounds.
Yeah. So and you see all of the like various Solarians just training, kind of like that like Shaolin monk type deal where they're all like, in lines. And you do see Grand Priestess Hidu walking over, just kind of observing all of the formations and everything, and everyone's just walking through the Solarian like emotions and stuff.
Mhm.
As she sees you kind of approaching, she calls forth one of the other Solarian higher ranking Solarians. She's like, watch him over. I'm gonna talk to this kid over here. This punk ass kid over here.
Don't make fun of my hair.
Yeah, but Grand Priestess Hidu's a male.
Yeah.
Hidu kind of walks in and says, "Oh, welcome back, Akron. Did you find the information you're looking for about Hisori?"
Yeah. We also got, quite a lot of other things out of her.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, she may have lost her head, though, during the whole thing. It was quite a thing. I'm saying that, figuratively.
Yeah.
It's
I'm actually making a bluff check.
Fuck! It's a bluff?
Yeah.
Where's bluff? Oh, I see. That's a net one.
Yeah, I got a 19. So she looks and she says, "When you say lost her head,"
She got mad at me.
you say it like she got mad at me and just okay. Then she kind of looks at you, kind of like, well, if he says so, but
I mean, her parents did kill my
yeah,
parents.
no, I get that. It's just weird way to put that, I guess. Anyways, did the photon crystal or the Solarian crystal help you in your venture?
Yeah, that photon crystal miner, it really did help, but I think I might get something else instead.
Oh, of course, that's why I lent it to you. You can kind of test them out. Sometimes these Solarian crystals are a little bit harder to find, so I have no hard feelings here. And she calls us another one, or he calls. I don't know why I keep calling her a girl.
Yeah, you better she had.
You know what? Whatever. So he calls forth another one of the Solarian, and he kind of has this wooden box, and he opens it. And he's like, "Can I have this Solarian crystal back?"
Yeah, dude. Wait, no, it's in my mode, so beep.
And she grabs it, the one carrying the box is a girl. She grabs it, puts it in the box, and then walks off. She says, "Did you want to pick up another Solarian crystal? Do you have something else in mind?"
Yeah, I was actually looking at the gluon crystal lesser.
Did he say glue one?
Yeah, it's gluon.
Yeah, you glue it on.
I can do
glue
that
on or glue off. No, you can super glue on, but
You're right.
it's different.
I can't super glue off.
No.
You
Or
can't
glue
just
on
adhesiveness
iPad.
of anything in the
Have you
possibility.
claps twice?
Is it the same person that comes by? He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know you were gonna walk off."
No, it's a different person.
Okay.
Walks on with a different box and says, "Do you have any glue on crystals?" Okay, excellent. And yeah, you said the lesser one.
Yeah, the lesser one.
All right, and I believe we agreed on a 30% discount.
I don't think you said 30. I'm pretty sure you said 40 the last time I was here.
Sometimes my memory escapes me, but all right.
I could just not cook for you guys.
You could what?
I could not cook for you guys.
Oh, I mean, no.
'Cause that was the deal.
We definitely enjoy cooking. The current chef, we got him off of Space Craigslist, and
Spaceless, right?
Craigslist, yes. And turns out androids are terrible cooks.
Well, they don't have a sense of taste.
Go figure. We told the trainees that it's
Analyze
a part of the. We told the trainees it's a part of the regiment of eating terrible foods,
Yeah.
but
3.5
So we definitely enjoy you cooking for us.
I was about to say.
But so and then you can just mark off whatever we said earlier.
Yeah,
It tastes like the
I think
ocean.
you said it was, so it was 3,800 minus 12 something.
The total price is 3,800.
Yeah,
Are you
it's,
spending your whole
it's not
paycheck on it?
3,800. It's
Holy fuck.
30,800. Yeah,
Nice.
Holy
it gives me an extra.
Well, it
tax.
can be 3,800. It doesn't bother
One
us.
or two?
Just
One.
kidding.
So
Holy shit.
15,200.
15,200.
Yeah.
Okay.
1520.
That's with your 40% discount?
Can you
Yeah.
pass me the...
Yeah, because the base price is like 30,000 credits or something. Something ridiculous. Yeah, I'm assuming you spend the next couple hours cooking for the entire
So
Saturday temple.
every hour until 11, you keep on getting these messages from me.
And everyone does.
They're my messages.
Everyone's getting these messages, and then like within that final hour, it's like 45 minutes till, 30 minutes till, 15, 10, 9.
Shit. Like 15,200. Yeah, I think that was what I said. Alright, so do you want to do anything else outside of cook for them?
I don't really have any questions or anything for them, so I guess not. I guess I'll go visit Kelvik
Okay.
and see if he's around.
Yeah, and Kalvik, he's actually leading kind of like a smaller regiment of some of the people. He's like, oh, hey, Akron, what's going on?
Hey Kelvik, we're actually going to be leaving soon. I don't know if you want to stay here with your brother or not.
Actually, I haven't talked to my brother since I've been here. Just been kind of trying to avoid it as much as I can. But yeah, I'll just crash here with to do at the temple and probably eventually talk to my brother.
Why have you been avoiding him?
I mean, just you go crazy, you get gargoyle wings, you murder a bunch of
You
people,
murder 40 people.
you murder like 40 people. Tends to be kind of awkward starting point in the conversation of, hey, where have you been the last 7 years?
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I don't really talk to the other chefs anymore. Instead, I have to talk with these other murderers that are on my ship.
Yeah,
These other murder hobos.
I'm not a murderer.
You Pez dispensered at least one person.
Hold on, wait, describe
That's
Pez
true.
dispensing.
When she uppercutted him and his neck popped up.
Yeah.
You said that because that Pez dispensed.
And
You get a big piece of candy came out too.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
made at least one
obviously,
person.
forgot about that.
Yeah, because you try to forget all the guilt.
The only reason I remember that is because we said Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
I don't have guilt.
Anyways,
What the fuck is wrong?
She's just scared.
I have guilt and I'm an animal.
He's like, I've actually,
It's fine as night.
I've actually been
As long as y'all don't watch my
watching
bugs.
about the murder hobo
Smash it on your
stuff.
face.
I've just
You
been
might want to
paranoid.
seek professional help once you find your brother.
To be honest, I felt
Damn, he just broke the fourth wall and told you to watch some goddamn YouTube videos on how to not be a murder hobo.
I'm just saying,
All those times that Akron's ingredients were missing.
I had like some mind-altering wings attached to me, so I can obfuscate some of that guilt, but it does eat at you over time. Just giving you some life advice. You don't have to take it. Just a heads up.
Nah, you remember Biodo, the other guy that was on our ship?
Vaguely. I know he drank a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do that instead of get help.
Hey, you know what? To each their own, man.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But anyway, it was nice knowing you, Kelvic.
The same for you. Thanks for not murdering me, actually.
Yeah, and thanks for not dropping me like 50 feet in the air.
You know, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in another life one of us would have been dead.
Definitely.
And I leave.
Alright, so you leave Kelvic to his own devices, and he's just like, alright, back to work, men! As he kind of like cracks this like Solarian whip. Yeah, just cracks this whip. Alright, so Akron leaves. Where do you want to go? Want to go back to the ship, or...
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the ship just because I mean it's not gonna take that long for me to get back and then prep myself for the robot battles. Because I'm only out in my casual clothes. Casual clothes being my like skin tight whatever suit, and then plus some shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, some booty shorts and stuff.
But when I get back,
What time do you get back?
again, it only takes like an hour.
We said around like
I'm only going to be back at 10.
Where do you go when you get back?
Like 10:30-ish.
Oh.
What do you mean? Where do I go?
The robot fight.
I'm gonna go get a clip-on like tie and then head to the thing because I mean it's a robot battle. You gotta look nice if you're going to be betting a lot of money.
So you're not going to the kitchen?
No, I'm not going to go to the kitchen.
I wear my same
go straight to
uniform,
the-
but I look like default Sass.
Alright.
And I don't have a weird voice anymore.
Sounds good. So Jesse, you spend the morning, you head off to the Solar University. In it, you know, same obsidian, large buildings, stuff, a lot of like Adobe, like structure, not Adobe, yeah, whatever.
Everything's just Adobe.
Everything is Adobe. Structures and obsidian and stuff. You see the directory that Zaz probably told you about when he went over there. And yeah, so there's different, you know, they're like xenobiologists, like the study of like alien life forms. There is, there are like people who study like ancient religions within the temple. There's like religions. There's like life forms. How long do you want to be?
So first I want to go to the Xeno thing, xenobiologist.
Mhm.
So I want to talk to them.
Okay. So you get over to the xenobiologist. It is like this Lashuntan female. Let's pull off one from my list.
PP.
Ah, yes. Mighty Hawk. Okay,
Perfect.
Wait a second. That was a good
B tier.
Yeah, P tier Griffith. Yeah, so her name is Kimi, Kimi. Yeah, and she's just like, she has one of those like khaki, like denim, khaki denim. Khaki like
khaki shirt.
She has like the crocodile hunter kind of vibe going on, like the khaki like shorts and.
Oh, you're talking about khaki denim jackets.
Yeah, the khaki denim jacket. Yeah, it's the future.
My favorite.
Yeah.
It's the
What the fuck is
it's the khaki denim jacket.
You know how you can't wear denim on denim? Well, you wear khaki denim
That's
on
going to
denim.
have it cut off at the sleeves. This
This
is
is Lashuntan female.
It's a jacket.
She has kind of
You
like
do,
this,
you are obligated
pink
to
hair,
draw a denim
giving
khaki
off
or a
like
khaki
a,
denim jacket, by the way.
wearing the khaki
So,
denim
like,
jacket.
learn your fashion, damn it.
NPCs am I going to be drawing?
Khaki denim jacket. We don't have to draw the khaki denim jacket.
Hey, what else food did you have?
What can we do for you?
What food did you have?
That's how Australian sound.
You're talking about in the kitchen.
You forgot to say might.
Mate.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Yeah, now it's Australian.
You sound
What
like
can we do for you?
Might.
Mate.
Oh, I hate this so much.
Okay.
I had some questions about aliens, and I heard you
Okay.
do things with aliens.
Yeah, the xenobiology is for
Like my dog. That looks like a
technically
cat.
it's just like alien to the packed worlds. But yeah, like I know Doss is like a biology stuff, so I know a lot of like.
So where's your expertise? Like, is it like in a specific race or?
No, just kind of like a general specialist, really. Just all life forms, but you know, alien implies like alien to the packed worlds. So not native to the system, but yeah, no, I think probably. What questions do you got?
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw something, and I don't know what it is, and I was hoping that you might have like some kind of basis or database. I don't know.
All the creatures, the critters and stuff.
All right. There is one that I have a name for, and it
Like thinks about it and just. It's not a creature that I've heard of. That's pretty good.
what was it?
Mate.
Even better. Not a creature that I've heard of, at least. Yeah. She has like a shell.
Can I draw like a picture of what I saw, but it looked
Yeah,
like.
it wasn't like a creature like specifically or anything. I mean, some like creatures and stuff.
What about this? I want to draw.
You draw a picture of the graves. Jesus. In the Mao, they no one knows exactly where they're from. The classic of I've seen like this type of creature. No one knows like the origin. They're kind of just we call them the Greys.
Do you know anything else about them? Like,
classic to be kind of like I don't know if they're looking for something or categorizing or something, but the abductions happen at random. A lot of times, really hard to tell if it's. But yeah, I mean that's kind of what their dealies are. Like I said, we don't know where we see them around.
oh, that's it.
That's all I got for you.
That kind of sucks.
I mean,
Yeah, I know. After that abduction, you know.
why don't you give some information?
Yeah, you know.
What other information do I have?
Yeah, good point. Oh, wait, just describe their technology. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Were you able to read that message?
It was the Neolarthotep, like it was like the name of like the humanoid that was on there.
Okay.
Yeah. What? I don't know how to ask my question. Like how advanced they would be in comparison.
Well, the Greys have been around since before the Gap. So the fact that they have had the ability to like solar systems, they probably are technically. Yeah, it's very hard to tell. No, the only pre-Gap civilization that had, and that was just because they kind of focused their entire pre-Gap civilization on. Not a whole lot is known, unfortunately.
Okay, well that's okay. Thanks.
Wish I could be more help to you.
Alright, now I'm gonna go to the one.
Pre-Gap Space Australia.
And now I want to go to the other one. You said that they study like
The Deep Culture Institute.
Yeah, I want to go there now.
Okay, so the Deep Culture Institute.
Oh, perfect.
Nobody knows. Obviously, where the Burning Archipelago comes from. Also, nobody knows where Babylonians originated from. The Babylonians are basically all like robots. And they like in like the true sense where they like can make other robots and stuff. They don't have souls or anything, like androids do. And so there's always been a question of who created the Babylonians, to the point where they have two major religions. And so Deep Culture Institute is trying to Babylonians, where just kind of like pre-Gap questions kind of lingering like that. Name's Mortis. He's kind of like he's growing older. He's all like gray hair. He's kind of hunched over. He has kind of like this like small like round spectacle like reading glasses to look like almost straight up to talk to you. Just because he is about like 3 feet tall. You are.
Yeah, I wanted to I know y'all specialize in like what is it, pre-Gap gods that had like a mass following pre-Gap.
Okay. What are you trying to ask?
Well, which ones were like the biggest ones? Like, do you know which ones?
Biggest ones pre-Gap are obviously the ones that have expanded the Gap.
Okay, so the ones that are
one of the bigger ones. Bethmuda, she'd be kind of one of the bigger pre-Gap gods. Actually, hand me the core rulebook real quick. But I mean, there are countless religions pre-Gap. We have some records showing that, for lack of better words, a god of like partying and just having a good time. He was a god for a little bit.
gods?
There are countless trickster gods throughout all of history. There's countless gods of like secrets. Neolarthotep, that's like a god of secrets.
That's
it. And he kind of was like, what was the other names he went by? That was one of them.
So wait, so Neolarthotep is synonymous with creeping chaos. So they would be like the same god?
Yeah, just different names. A lot of like the trickster gods had different. Didn't know that they were worshiping the same god.
Can you tell me more about what you know or what?
He's not like a current, like a post-Gap religion. There might be some like ironic various names surrounding him, and of this, like the same, everyone who worshipped him under different names actually like fought. He's probably one of like the eldest gods that we have records for. We have records of
do you know anything about like the kind of practices that people followed him would practice?
Tration, like deceiving people, higher up.
He didn't have like an overall goal. It was just to cause chaos wherever he
Yeah, it's more or less like cause chaos. Now the records are very fuzzy. From here, generally there may be some records of him having like some human form visit his worshippers, or different. There's one of like a pharaoh type person visiting his worshippers. Some people believe that to be An-R-K3 in like a human form. Just kind of like amassing worshippers that way. So there's a lot of things unknown about.
Do you have any of like the records?
Not like on hand. Most of the records we have are like digital records that have been like ancient tomes and stuff that have been kind of scanned in.
Would anybody have access to that, like, or would we have to come like directly to this university to?
I mean, if you're a student, you can you have access to all of the records and archives and stuff. I'm not really too keen on giving like scroll records and like records like this to outsiders, and most of it is actually incomprehensible. Most of it is in some pre-gap languages. So I don't know.
Is there like any place that might have like those physical records that we could, or that I could look at?
The physical records. I mean, most of those probably.
Do you understand?
Where would?
No, that's a technomancer ability.
Let me think of where.
Or spell
What
them.
other? I would say most of those records would probably be found on like Triaxis, just because a lot of our records were found through like dragon hordes. Dragons were actually kind of the main way we've had a lot of these like ancient records is because they just kind of amassed this horde of knowledge and records and stuff, and just kind of kept them themselves. So when all like the history was erased and everything during the gap, the dragons still had in their possession a lot of these like records, and we've kind of gathered that information to there. So the physical records will probably be. Some dragons might have them on like Triaxis. Eox would probably be another place that they might have some records of the past, just because a lot of them were. I know there's like various crypts and stuff. I don't know how you feel about going through graves and stuff, but I know they have large crypts and stuff. And they have various like crypts over there on Eox. I mean, 1 in a million shot, you might get lucky and find something buried with someone.
So you said like only the records are available to students, so I could just go to like the library as a student and like get them there.
If you were a student, yes, you could take. You can look.
You
you can sign into your student account on the Infosphere, and yeah, I mean, it's something you get something out of your 8,000 credits per semester.
Well, why would the information only be available to students? I know there's organizations like Starfinder Society that's like compiling records. Wouldn't you make that stuff accessible to them?
I mean, for the most part, yeah. The Starfinder Society also has access to some of these records. Some of them are, the Starfinder Society found, and then they gave it to, us. The records like that. For the most part, the Starfinder Society's job is more to find these records as opposed to like study them.
Right. Okay. I see.
But the Starfinder Society might have some records. I don't know how much they would actually keep in their possession.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
That's what I do.
I'm gonna send what's his name? Chisix. I wanna send him an email, and I wanna ask him to send me any records that the Starfinder Society might have of An-R-K3 or Creeping Chaos.
Okay. You send an email to him. You do not get a response back immediately.
Yeah, I assumed. I expected as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chisix is a busy dude.
Yeah, Chisix has a lot going on right now. But eventually, yeah, you get an email and he's like, Hey, actually, Saz on Chisix's computer. I'm just trying to help out here a little bit. Yeah, we can send you some stuff that we have. Just like anything regarding him, or
Yeah, anything that you can find, anything and everything would be great.
go ahead and give me a. We'll just do it. Just roll me a d20. See how much the Starbound Society actually has.
That's 17.
Okay, so he sent you a couple files. It's a good chunk of files. Let's see.
Would I get it that same day?
Probably not like the same day. You'll probably get it just so I have some time to think about.
Yeah, okay, sounds
Have
good.
my
So we'll just leave it at that, and then
Okay.
afterwards I'm gonna go to the robot fighting
Okay.
place.
You head over to the robot fights. That is home.
What time would it be now?
We'll say it's probably like 10ish, like 10. Yeah, probably by the time you went to, I think it's on the Chroma. Pretty sure it's on the Chroma is where the robot fights are. Like 90% sure it's the Chroma. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So you take off from Story University, and Zaz's like, yeah, I'll have Chisix email you, probably whenever he gets a chance.
Okay.
No idea what that is, but
Alright, well, I'll follow up, thanks.
not a problem. And he's like, heart, Zaz. Or Saz. Alright, anyone else want to do anything? Other than be excited for robot fights, Curtis?
Robot fight.
I am already in the arena, got my tickets and everything.
Yeah, so,
He's in there before the doors are open.
20 credits for the tickets.
I got a little foam finger that says, go winning team.
So, 20 credits.
Yeah. Alright.
So we'll mark off 20 credits if you go over 10.
Okay.
And then there are kind of like there's several floors. It is like a full like football stadium-esque. But there is like one section of it dedicated to gambling, and it is just like it's basically what is it like the stock exchange, like in the old movies where it's just like a lot of people just kind of like signaling and like telepathically. Yeah, it's just like this bustling type thing. There's a lot of like kiosks and stuff. There's a couple people like behind.
Is there any place that sells soda hats, soda, and popcorn?
Yes, there is.
I'd like to buy all three.
Yeah, so 800 credits.
Just like the movie theaters.
The markup is extreme.
Yeah.
It's just,
I was thinking my own. Damn.
no, just like 5 credits, and you get all that good stuff. Yeah. Current odds 3-1. So if you however much you want to gamble, I will take note of it, and if your team wins, you get 3 times that amount.
How far away are we from the ending? From the match.
Betting closes an hour and 5 minutes before the match.
But if the match doesn't last the entire hour,
you have no idea.
All right. So just before we're supposed to place bets, I'm gonna go ahead and try to cast my augury.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, do I know the 2 team names?
It's the Underhounds and the Chroma.
I'm gonna say, will the Underhounds lose or tie?
You get a response. You have no idea. You do not know the outcome.
I'm gonna tell them, alright, this match is not gonna end at least 5 minutes before the maximum amount of time, so we probably might want to wait to go all in on the next match.
I wanna talk to people.
Okay.
Like around and just like kind of hype up the Underhounds. Like, yeah, like I heard they got like some new stuff. Like,
Smart.
like they're doing really good. I would place my money on them. You know, underdogs, Underhounds. You never know.
Go ahead and make me a diplomacy check.
That's 11.
I could go try to convince the robots to throw them
I
back.
never wrote it in the other one. Hold on, diplomacy.
You invited a team just trying to be like, but still close. But still you can't.
You never score a goal on the main goal person or however the game works.
It's really just a fighting.
Okay, you can never strike another robot. I'll just make them miss their attack half the time.
Alright. Well,
Wow, they'll probably catch me for interfering. There's tons of other magic users here. I can hear their messages to each
I
other.
can probably hack into a student account for you.
I was gonna say I could probably just ask one of the students for their stuff and they'd give it to me.
In 20 years, they're going to have this recording and they're going to be like, and this is
not,
what Curtis
like-
said, you could hack into student computers.
Not at all.
I never
I have
started.
no idea
Yeah,
how
but
to
this
use
time
any of that shit in real life.
I never
But
started.
Timothy, on the other hand, Timothy apparently knows how to do computer stuff really well.
I technically know, but I'm not going to say if I definitely know.
But yeah, so if you want to get those
Because
files,
that's
I can get
liability.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I get from the Starfighter Society. I'm assuming I'll get it by tomorrow or by the following day or before we leave. And if not, we'll stop by before we leave. 31.
You got a 31?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, so you're over here and you're hyping up the Underhounds. And you know that is the team that Timothy helped illegally.
It's okay.
Yeah, so on one... No, because I want them to
Can I
hype
get the
them up.
spells?
Did you ever get caught for helping them?
No.
What did you do to help them?
I went in and I redesigned the robot for them.
Jesus.
Yeah, but the Underhounds
So,
are the Underhounds,
but I
right? Like,
maintain
people don't like
certain
root for
things
them.
like-
The underdog.
Yeah,
So
okay.
they were
Alright,
supposed to be like a
perfect.
bludgeoning type
Mhm.
robot.
That is why it's a
So I
3-1.
maintained that. And I told them when I left to add some stuff to make it look like I didn't help them.
Mm.
So they put like a bunch of duct tape and shit on it to make it look worse.
What's the team that isn't the Underhounds?
The Chroma.
Chroma. Which one do we think is going to win?
Curtis wants the Underhounds to win.
We're obviously going for the Underhounds. I'm trying to
Okay.
get everybody in the crowd like hyped up for Underhounds.
Okay. But if we wanted to make money, wouldn't we want to get them hyped up for the other team so they bet on them and then we get the
I'm doing
money?
this after like the betting
It's a 3-to-1 ratio. So
Oh.
if we want to win money, we have to.
Yeah, you still win
Bet on
money
the
if you
one.
bet on
Yeah,
the
but it's
other.
not
The,
as
uh,
much.
Yeah, you win a third of the amount that you bet plus what you bet.
Yeah.
So
I will put.
I'm gonna hype them up for the Underhounds, but that doesn't mean they're gonna place their bet
Oh,
on them
okay.
either. Like logically speaking, most of them wouldn't. But if
Mhm.
I hype
So if I
them
bet
up for it, they would so
2,500
cheer for them when
anyone-
they see them winning.
I would get my 2,500 back, and then I get 7,500.
mhm.
Okay.
Can I... Wait. Still Chris and enchantment? No, it's a necromancer.
Yeah, let's go with 2,500.
2,500.
Actually, can't you have a necromantic enchantment? No, I don't think you can. I'm going to double check.
Okay. Milky, do you want to bet anything?
No, it's not an enchantment.
You want to bet any money?
Oh, I'm scared about betting.
You guys, do you want to bet anything?
I'm going to bet $4,000.
All right.
Ooh, if you're betting $4,000, I'll put mine up to 3,000 then.
3,000.
Yeah. You know what, let's match them. Let's match them.
$4,000.
Let's do it.
I'm down to 200 credits.
Shit.
God
I feel like I
damn,
should
200?
place
Yep.
a bet.
Shit.
About a personal upgrade and a synchronous heart, so
How far do you want to bet?
expensive.
That not that
I
much
had
of a
4,000
gambler.
before we got that
Yeah,
20K,
thank you.
and then I bought the personal upgrade, and then
I had about this before the 20K.
Milky, you want to bet anything?
I'm at 11,000 right now.
Gotcha. Nice.
Nah.
Mm.
But I will still help them.
But with Vito,
Yeah. Someone text Reed and ask if he wants to bet on these robots. You know, knowing Reed, he'll probably want to bet on the other guys.
you know what? Yeah, you're probably right.
So, how much does Biodo want to bet?
Underdog, they're called underdog for a reason. They're not top dog.
So,
They're underhounds, whatever.
Hey Christian, for this jolting surge ability,
Mhm.
how does spell resistance factor in?
They don't have spell resistance.
Oh, okay, because I was just saying because it says spell resistance, yes.
Yeah,
That was why I was
so,
curious. Okay.
If they had spell resistance, then you basically have to make like
A caster level,
Caster
check,
level check.
with any bonuses versus spell resistance.
Okay. And how many spell uses do they have?
my bad. So it is. I want to say it's 2, 2, 3 or
2, 2, 3 for
no,
the
it's
spell uses?
2, 3, 4. So third, second, first. So 2 third level spells, 3 second level spells, and then 4 first level spells.
Okay.
I forgot to.
And if I cast a spell and it deals damage,
Mhm.
does hardness still subtract from that? Or no? Is hardness only for like physical attacks and such?
I'm gonna say no.
No, as in
No, it doesn't.
hardness
It-
only affects
hardness only
physical
affects,
attacks?
yeah. We'll say it's a hardness dash magic, so magic bypasses it.
Okay.
Let me pull out my character sheet.
Oh shit, he has a whole character sheet.
Oh, yeah, this is the one for them.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me pull out, let me see if I have that map readily available. Alright. So go ahead and clear off the table real quick just so I can put this map down. I'm glad you guys didn't bet everything
Oh, I did. I have 200 credits left.
No, you still have 200 credits, man.
Yeah, that's not much.
All in. 15K, all in.
How much would I even win? A third of that?
If you went for the other people.
Oh, but am I going to win 3 times that for the £100?
Curtis wins, he wins 3 times the amount. If Curtis loses, Bioto wins.
Yeah.
Bioto wins 1/3 the amount he bet plus what he bet. So here is the your
Christian, if we win this, I'm probably going to get a gambling addiction. Thanks.
dude, man. It's in here. Alright, so about an hour and 55 minutes. Oh no, it's for the end of the match. So a couple minutes, he's like, alright, and there's like a small like Yosuke followed by like 2 Vesks walking around like the gambling floor, and they're ringing these bells, and he's like, bets off, place your final bets, everyone, place your final bets. The fight's about to begin. And you guys bought seats, I'm assuming all next to each other.
Yeah, except Bioto, he's on the other side of the stadium.
But no, it's not like...
Well, I'm on the Underhound side of the stadium.
Well, it's, you want to sit on the other side of Bioto, that's fine. You know, Bioto be like, I'm just going to get a giant pretzel and one of those,
he's just going to sit over there.
mile-long margaritas.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't know what they call like, the yard.
Oh, okay. I never heard of them. These sound delicious, though.
Awesome.
Like, I'm going to get one of those, like, yard margarita things, except I'm going to be a mile-long margarita, because I'm just going to get a bunch of them.
He's going to be like the Doug Dimmadome of margarita drinkers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's just going to get whatever the conversion for yards to miles is.
Yeah.
How many yards are in a mile?
Mini.
That's how many.
Several.
That's how many. What?
It's just a lot.
Yeah, because it's like 5,000 feet in a mile.
Are they really yard?
I think it's supposed to be a yard.
Or we could just say meters, just so we can simplify it easier. Cause
Nope.
it's the same conversion.
We don't know how many meters.
No,
are
meters to miles is
Yeah,
a weird
there's
conversion.
5,280 feet in 1 mile, and if there's 3 feet per meter.
No, it's 3 feet per yard, bro. A meter is not a yard.
Yeah, wait, you're right. My bad.
You're good.
Anyway, if that's the case, then you just do that divided by 3.
Alright.
How does haste work for the robots? Because they have 3 hits, right, with their multi-attack, which I assume is like their full action, right?
No, that's just their attack.
Okay, so then a full action in that case, I could do like 6 things. I would have 6 attacks, quote unquote, and a movement.
Yeah, but you still get the minus. So we'll do it as like 2 separate attacks. I have your attack on mods. So under like the defensive attack in 22,
18, 16. Okay.
So then you'll just do one round of those and then another round of those.
Oh, okay, so I go back to 22, 18, 16?
Yeah, we'll just say that.
Okay, gotcha. And then 2 hits to cast a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I were to cast a spell, then I can also do an attack afterwards too?
Yep.
Okay.
And then, okay.
Can I heal the robot? I'll probably
Yes, you can. So,
though.
there is crowd participation.
Oh, really?
Basically, everyone gets... yeah, so you get 3 choices.
Okay.
You can heal the robot, you can damage a robot, or you can reduce their hardness.
Reduce the hardness. This thing only does 2d8 plus 2, and that's not a whole lot.
Well, what is the healing based on?
So, the things are... you deal...
That's
you
why you're
heal,
hyping them up, I see.
You can heal the target for 1d8,
Okay.
damage one target for 1d6, or reduce the hardness by 1d4.
Alright, you guys just want to all reduce the hardness until that shit's
You still have to
broken?
hit them. So you get plus 15 to hit. Their AC is 31. So you have to roll a 16 or higher.
So probably not going to hit it.
So 16 or higher, I mean, they're still...
I think I'll have to heal.
And then every 20 points of damage, the critical effect happens, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, I think I understand. Alright, I think I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Alright.
Maybe someone else should roll for me though, because I rolled bad.
Nope.
Same.
This is your...
Oh boy.
This is your thing, so you are rolling, unfortunately.
We're doing it. Let's go.
Alrighty then.
You can try using my dice if you want.
Let me put my...
We'll just
Let me get my...
miserably.
Yeah, we'll just be down 4,000 credits. No biggie.
No
I
baby.
won't be doing anything, but
PSA?
Also, I won't be up anything if you do win.
Yeah, that's true.
Facts.
I don't really care about credits. I'm just kidding.
Here for the entertainment.
Yeah.
You're just here to support our boy over here.
The flying weird creature
Yeah.
thing.
Alright,
Yeah.
so it'll make sense in a second. So you, so all of the like the people start like rushing back to their seats. You see a lot of people just carrying around like comically large things of popcorn. Yoda's off at the bar. Zaz totally bought like all of the novelties you can get. Foam fingers, soda drinking hats. He has like 2 foam fingers, one for the underhand and one for the chroma. Like,
Yeah.
He's wearing that shirt. I just hope they have fun. Like,
yeah, like the real winners of the thing we made along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Reed said he's betting 500 on the greens.
On the greens. You want to hear the funniest thing? I put him down for 600 against the other guy. So I was really good. I was really good. So he's only getting 500. Sounds good.
Yeah, 500.
Okay. So and then all the lights turn off in the stage of the stadium, and just like 2 spotlights appear, and so it is like arena type stadium, or just like a football field, and then where like the football field would be, you see it's like significantly smaller. Obviously, I'm not gonna have these guys walk a whole football field.
let's do it.
And then so Timothy, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Now, is this Timothy making a perception check, or is this the robot making a
This is
perception?
Timothy making a perception check.
Okay, gotcha. Let's spend a resolve point
Can I also?
to give
yeah.
a +2. But
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, what the
Yeah. So
actually, where the hell is my paper?
and you hear like just like a bunch of like cheering as the 2 teams start approaching the center.
It's gonna be a 30.
A 30. I would think you.
31.
So 30, 31. You're looking at these 2 teams kind of approaching. They have just like a wagon filled with like broken robot parts.
Good.
Timothy, you realize that this at one point was the robot that you helped make,
Yeah.
but it is completely
Disassembled.
shattered, completely disassembled, and you're just like, what? Really, you have no idea how the jump battle works, and both teams have, and there's just like various bits of scraps. Nothing really like you can see that, like you know, like it's the parts that you had because you built it.
Yeah.
The other team you can't like see like what are they trying to make or anything. And the 2 teams, the Underhounds are comprised of like 3 different Yoskis. The Chroma, it is just like these 3 large Vesk mystics. Very kind of
Shit,
rare.
they're mystics. I can't control them.
No, that's not. You're right. My bad. Technomancers.
Oh, okay.
And they're all kind of like cybered out. They're just wearing like chrome, like they're all like, uniform, and it's just chrome. Everything. They even have like chrome face paint, and everything. Like they are essentially like the Blue Man Group, but chrome. Because this is the future.
And
of
Vesks.
Chrome and Vesk. Yeah. The Blue Man Group with lizards and chrome. All like uniformity, and the Underhounds, they don't have nearly the amount of like uniformity as the Chroma does. That's kind of why they're the Underhounds.
Yeah.
They're the underdogs in this case because like they are nowhere near as like professional as the other guys are. And you see this like he is what to say like this little shunting. Like this microphone comes down from the ceiling. He's like, all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and any other species, races that, non-denominational races and species and genders, whatever you guys want to go by, that is okay with me, because we're not here for that. We are here for these junk battles. I'm sure the first team needs no introduction. We have the Corona, and you just hear just like, you hear like just like an uproar of just like cheers and stuff throughout the entire game. Yeah.
Look at all best team.
And in this corner, with almost no uniformity at all, we have the Underhounds, and you hear just like the Yoski start like bark, 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 bark.
I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, they're trying, man. You hear like a significant like. Yeah, woo.
I'm standing and saying bark.
Yeah, I'm like standing and I'm like, yeah,
Is this Timothy's thing?
yeah.
Oh, make them look like what you look like right now.
What's it doing?
Yeah. Grab it and twist it! The old dick twist!
That's so interesting. Around is like, what the dick twist? What? They're robots. They don't have to.
Twist his dick!
Twist his nuts!
Yeah, just
twist
anyway, we have no idea what's going on.
Do the people around us at least seem like hyped by us?
I'm sure some of the guys in the crowd are like, actually, a dick twist, that sounds like a good technique. You should implement that.
And I'm sure you look over and some of them are like, oh shit, the Giants look at me. Yeah, go that team!
And he says, well, these two, and then, so all of the things, they have good sportsmanship, they all shake each other's hands and everything.
So that must be a stretch for both of them.
Yeah, so it's all good sportsmen all around, so they're accommodating for each other. And then they kind of, all right, now gentlemen, go back to your corners. Alright, so for those of you who are new to drunk battles, it's always someone's first time. Under your seats, and like, everyone reach underneath your seats, and there's like this tiny little like remote control. It looks almost like a Game Boy Advance.
Nice.
We all really have crowd participation here, so you are able to help or harm the opposing team that you don't want to win, or help your team. Basically, how it works is everyone is in control of 3 cannons. We have spaced throughout the
shit.
yeah, it's like Twitch plays. It's like everyone is in control of it, so that's why. So everyone's in control of it. So if your team gets hit, that's part of the game. But we'll go ahead and have our contestants start rigging up their machines and everything
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly these devices communicate with the cannons?
No, you cannot.
Damn it.
You are not playing. You are not participating in the chat. I give you full control of it, so I chose the dick and control both of the
I'm gonna yell out, we should all root and help the underdog so we make 3 times the money, and hopefully that's the policy check.
Are they, like, is it quiet? Like, are they just, like, building their stuff?
Yeah, so
Nice.
you see
Bomb moving shit out of them.
at the 2 ends of the arena, you see like 2 of the detectomancers are casting these spells, and like you see like various like parts and stuff assembling. So like various parts of the machines and stuff are assembling.
Wait a minute.
What's 17 plus 19?
I'm gonna try.
36.
Oh, okay. So I rolled a 36 for my diplomacy check.
Nice, alright, so people are
So some guys
Yeah, I'm
hopefully
gonna
agreed.
try to be like, oh, there.
Yeah.
so
Amplify your voice.
No.
As
Well, I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
I could have, but I didn't.
so you guys
should.
are
Next time.
You guys are like just they're just trying to pipe up the crowd as much as you know what? Maybe we'll help you underdogs. Who do we bet on? You're right. We get hedge our bets, so we win the same amount no matter who wins. We don't care. That's how gambling should work. Yeah. Hedging bets, financially stable gambling. They're kind of yelling at each other. Because they know how to bet. We do not hedge your bets except for
I don't know what that means. So
basically you bet like
You bet
a proportional amount. So no matter who wins, you always come out on top.
interesting.
That's what I was gonna do, but then I also was like, my character
Can't find a
would
place
not
to
like
put all
gambling.
this shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So and you see like these robots start assembling themselves, and right before right as like the head of you see the Underhound's robot, it is kind of like this bipedal. It has these kind of like, it looks like they're wings, kind of made out of like these solar panels. And you see like the chroma, it has just like full like everything is chrome about the chroma, but it does kind of appear like this like quadrupedal. It has like this large tail. You do see kind of almost like a revolver chamber around this creature's neck. Also has these kind of wings around it. And
Can we see from that like what damage it would most likely deal? Like piercing, bludgeoning, physical?
no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, because right as these 2 teams finish their construction, you see like this dome close over on top of the teams, and then these domes they're like paneled off. They have like different panels, and all these panels like light up, and you do see the 3 mystics of both sides, the 2 mystics on both sides. they start giving off like this
This magic.
this no, as it kind of like seeps through the panels, and Curtis, you have this like gold Valkyrie type character, like featureless face, has like this large spear, these kind of like radiant, like angelic wings, and on the other side, the Chroma have this large metallic dragon. And it's like this chrome dragon all throughout, chrome wings, and then it has that gun barrel type chamber around its neck. And he's like, alright, I want a clean, fair fight. If anyone is found cheating, they will be disqualified.
Shit, that's me.
They will be disqualified. Quickly. So,
Yeah, I guess I won't dispel any magic.
I want a clean, fair fight.
Preferably not.
Then with that, go ahead and roll initiative, Curtis.
16.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Alright, so the Chroma's gonna
Deal a d6 of damage to the dragon right now.
Alright, let me
Beat the shit out of it.
I want everyone in the stadium hit d6 on the dragon.
Alright. So,
I think we need Peanut Butter Dick's brother to use his celebrity status.
Yeah, hey,
Hype up the crowd.
go around to people to do d6 against the
You know
dragon.
what? I will sell my book.
Did you bet any money?
No, can you?
You don't have a stake in this?
Why would I? Can you make holographic projections also?
It's the
No, I was gonna get eyes for
You
that.
should space tweet
But
go
that's a
underdog.
Technomancer spell.
Because I was saying if you
Uh-huh.
play, you can make him bigger, and then he could give
Right.
like thousand
I would have live
speeches.
stream the match for my seat
On Twitch.
what is the...
on Space Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch, if you.
Twitch.
But in the future, is Twitch or Mixer more successful?
Huh?
Okay.
I said in the future, is Twix or
the first thing
Mixer
we're gonna do
more successful?
is...
That's where Ninja went.
I don't fucking know that. Who's that?
It's a Twitch clone made by Microsoft, basically. I think.
So the,
Ninja.
you see that this
Ninja's the
chrome
black
dragon,
man with the blue hair.
you start seeing all of these,
Or
like,
some color hair.
it almost looks like the Matrix, or like all these like symbols
who
and numbers
Ninja
and
is.
stuff.
Mhm.
It's like appearing around the body and the wings and everything. And he's gonna fly up 30 feet. And he's going to...
Dude, look, that's a dragon. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so he's gonna fly up...
One of the seats are.
He's gonna fly up 30 feet up in the air, and he's gonna cast.
Gotcha.
He's gonna launch this fireball type deal at you. That is their range attack called Blast.
Is it called Blaze?
It's called Blast,
Not just
and
blast.
they do miss. So you see him like
Okay.
he starts flying up, and he shoots this this like fiery blast,
Fire blast
towards you.
for Pokemon TM.
We're playing Pokemon right now.
Yeah, you just did
it
Fire
just falls
Blast,
short, but
which
he
has
was
a
about
high
30
miss
feet up in the
rate.
air.
So
Okay.
it's-
So it's your turn.
Quick question.
Yeah.
With fly speed, if I have, let's say, 15 fly speed, 30 base like land speed,
Mhm.
can I do 30 speed land and then 15 fly, or is it cumulative? Is it like
It's cumulative.
It's cumulative. Okay, gotcha. Roll.
So you can go 30 total,
Living
basically.
Corner Predator.
What is the range on the spear? Because I
We're just
don't.
it's
Rip
rangeless.
the GG
Gotcha.
2020, by the way. And I'm still gonna love it.
There doesn't really seem to be a point though with throwing the spear, because it doesn't
We
do
still have an excerpt
that much damage.
Yeah.
back up on.
You
Actually,
should get plus on.
how is the spear returned to me?
Yeah.
Is it is there like a chain on it?
No, it's like
No, I
magnets.
don't have that.
Remember,
Okay,
like, all of
so-
this is illusions.
Yeah.
The actual fight is happening underneath. That you guys can't see. All of this,
Oh, so
the dragon and
this is
angel,
obviously
the dragon and angel is just like what they are projecting.
That's their
to everyone.
mascots.
Essentially.
Go under Angel. Wait, is that Satan? Who's Satan? Oh, that's a pre-gap demon. Or devil, I guess.
Are you talking about Mr.
That's
Satan?
pre-gap
that wrestler? Everyone's favorite wrestler?
devil. I'm Mr. Satan! I can't do his
With
voice.
invisibility. Oh, actually, sorry. With the arc surge, it says that I can cause an electrical device in my possession to surge in power and unleash a line of electricity. Okay, so would that just be
Lightning.
anything, or
It's
like?
pretty sure it's just lightning bolt.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it looks like. I just want to know, like, does that like fry whatever I use to surge it, or?
No, it's just that's essentially just thematic lightning bolt.
Okay. Second question: if I take a full action and I cast haste as the first part of my full action,
Okay.
am I then allowed to move, or no? Because I did not have haste at the beginning of this
No.
turn. Okay.
I'll say no.
Okay. How many level 3 spells do I have? I
You
have
have 2
two.
level 3 spells.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll cast haste,
Okay.
targeting the robot. And this is all part of a full action.
Okay.
And then with invisibility, if I go invisible and don't move, do they know that? Like, do people like how does invisibility work in terms of like attacking a target? Like, if I just go invisible and I don't move, do they get any negatives towards attacking me?
They don't know you didn't move.
Okay.
They still have to do like their checks and everything to try to find you.
Okay.
But they don't know like you didn't move.
Okay.
They might be able to like deduce that you didn't move if they score high enough, but for the most part, they don't know like for sure or not.
Actually, instead of Christian, does my spear automatically return to me at the end of the round, or do I have to spend?
You have to spend the action to return it.
Okay. I will do. Should I do haste?
Yeah.
How long or how many rounds does haste last? What level creature am I? Because it says 1 round per level.
Their third level spells.
So is that what it would count for?
1 second.
Okay.
Third level. So we're gonna say that they're 7th level.
So then the haste will last for 7 rounds.
Yes.
Okay. So this round we're going to do arcing surge.
Okay.
And we'll do this all as a full action.
Okay.
So we'll do arcing surge targeting the other people, and it says that. I guess they just have to make a reflex save. They don't get anything else. I don't have to roll to hit.
No, they just make a reflex save.
Okay. And what do they have to beat?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it this 18?
Yeah. So the 18.
Okay. So they have to beat the 18 for reflex.
Okay. So they failed.
Oh, wonderful.
Go ahead and deal damage.
Can I have a bunch of d10s? I have to roll 10 of them.
D6.
Sorry, d6s. Or you can give me d10s and I'll just call them d6s. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I don't think you want to do that.
7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Five, 10, 15, 20, 30, 34 points of damage.
34 points of damage. Alright. And I already rolled on my critical threshold.
Do I know?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
30.
Oh, by the
34?
way, we have similar looking dice. Maybe we should not use my purple one.
Is this one your purple one?
No,
or?
this yours.
Okay, so then here.
That's it,
Alright.
folks. We're gonna have
Jeffrey,
to
can we borrow your D6?
Yeah, go ahead. I have
Okay.
a bunch
So,
of
as you see so you see this angel just kind of like conjure up this giant like lightning bolt and hurl it forward. The Chroma tries its best to dodge, but it does get struck. And you see kind of like one of the talons kind of sparking off. Okay.
We're gonna do it again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Dude,
Go make a reflex save.
It's how to beat them up.
his allies are dead, so it's a level 3 spark.
18?
Yes.
I succeed.
But does he got the loops?
So now you only take half damage?
I take half damage, yes.
Loops are hard.
Okay, so that's 10,
How come we haven't added Hercule to fighters?
20,
He's in there somewhere.
Maybe in the background.
30.
Adele talks about that all the time.
Another 34?
Yep.
Okay. So half, so that's 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that means you should have to roll on your
Green
thing again.
Sabbath Just kidding.
Alright. Ooh, alright. Off to a very powerful start by the
Oh, hold
by the
on.
Underhounds.
I'm not done
Launching
yet.
off 2. That's the announcers.
Well, the announcer can shut up, okay?
Launching off 2. There are only 2.
I don't remember which ones are yours. Which ones are
spells.
yours?
Mine was the yellow one and the green one, and that's it, actually.
There we go. That worked out very well. So I will then. Where did your spell sheet go? Here it is. So
Put a filter over
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw the spear now.
Okay.
So that requires me to make an attack roll against them.
And
And
your
right,
winner is Goku.
Goku.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
30.
30.
No, 12 plus 18. Cool.
Oh wait, 30 does not hit.
30 does not hit
30
them.
does not hit.
Okay, I will spend my last attack to pull the spear back to me.
Okay. So you see him like total like Thor from Avengers Endgame, where like just like lightning is just like crackling on him as he throws out 2 of these arcs of like electricity hitting one of them hitting the dragon as he kind of like dodges the other one. you see like his face and his one of his talons start sparking off as he like throws his spear as the spear misses, and then he pulls out his hand as he kind of like magnets open up off of the wrist, and the spear kind of just immediately heads back towards him.
Nice.
It is y'all's turn. So what do you guys want to do?
Where we do stuff?
Yeah,
Oh.
heal, hurt.
I thought we could only do that once per game.
No. It's
Every single turn?
round. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did we get hit? We didn't get hit, right?
No. I'm gonna.
But I did like over 40 points of damage to him.
Do we want to reduce his hardness or just do more damage?
It's up to y'all. If y'all do like so, every 20 points of damage that it takes, you have to roll on this chart right here. And so depending on what we roll, it makes them lose certain things. So if enough damage is dealt, there's a possibility that they could lose hardness, or
I'd like to add a d6 of damage, Christian.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that d20.
Oh, d20.
You roll
I thought it was
d20.
d6.
Yeah. You have to get a 16 or higher.
Oh, I see. About 17?
17? Alright, so then roll the go. Go ahead and roll d6.
3.
3? Alright, so you deal an additional 3 points of damage.
Hell yeah. How's that, Mr. 40 points of damage?
good shit.
So you see, like,
Especially because I just wasted all of the level 3 spells.
a missile come up and strike.
Like the size of a pencil, right?
Yeah, it's a tiny missile. Strike the dragon. And just like magic with the dragon, but it hit him. No, can you wanna?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Tell me if you get above a 16.
I did not.
Jeffrey, you're allergic to
Jeffrey,
that.
do you wanna roll?
Life isn't real anyway.
You're not
Is it one roll?
Yeah, I want to go and I'll just do the same thing as everyone
Okay,
else.
so go ahead and tell me you get above a 16.
No.
No? Alright, and you see two of these like green missiles try to hit the dragon, but they both miss.
Damn, you wasted 2 of our super missiles.
I'm just gonna be like,
Those are hard to get.
Yeah, the green ones do a lot.
This is a very
You can melt a boss with them.
let's see what they're gonna do. Alright, so they're gonna follow suit.
Following suit's gonna be pretty bad.
Alright, so
As long as they don't have one card that is, or as long as they have one card that isn't in suit, we'll be fine.
let's see. Baseball duration. Okay, so you're gonna see like their barrel inside their neck kind of like click 3 times, and they are going to cast a spell towards you.
So
You have no idea.
I do.
I identify it.
You identify. This is caustic conversion.
Oh shit.
Oh, how'd you know that?
It's
So I
basically
can
just
just
like
identify.
Acid splash kind of deal.
it's similar, yeah.
Would they consider Dispel Magic cheating?
Yes.
You do not get to make so it does hit.
Okay.
So you take.
No, I can Dispel Magic from like
it's a
a million
ranged
miles
spell
away.
attack.
We're 1,000,001.
Okay.
Damn,
And I don't get to
that's just outside my range.
I don't have to make like a caster spell check or spell resist or anything.
You don't get anything. You take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then at the start of your, at the end of your turn, you're going to take an additional 5 damage.
Is there any way for me to end that effect or no?
No, it's just, it says
So now we can start healing you.
you fling magical nanites to convert the water vapor around your target into deadly acid, ranged attack against EAC. Hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage, takes 5 additional acid damage. At the end of its turn, each round for the spell's duration.
Okay.
And
So it no longer does that after the
One
duration
round.
spell.
Yeah, so 1 round plus 1 round for every 3 levels. This will last 3
3
rounds.
rounds. Okay.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Does it stack if they do it twice?
Yeah.
Usually
It's a
poisons
25.
do.
So,
Well,
they
it's
missed the
not
second
poison.
one. They missed the second
I
one.
mean, those kinds of abilities.
Okay. I mean, you missed the second one
He
then?
missed the second
Okay.
one. So you see kind of like, he shoot out these 2 blasts of like this green, and they're just like filled with like these acid globules. One of them does hit you.
Please don't tell me that.
4 or 13 over damage.
That's why I
And
got that
then
much
next one you take 5
damage.
damage.
I piss nanites.
What, you got 13? Yeah. That's what we said?
Yep.
Okay.
Nah, fucking 14.
And then, so,
I think you said 35, Christian.
35 points an hour, you're right. Alright, and then, their revolver barrels are going to click again, to a different one, and they're going to do a single blast. Right, because
Oh,
it's
shit's coming out. Kamehameha.
Dude, but if he can actually do it, we need to drop out of the fight.
Yeah.
We don't want to fuck around here.
I give up.
Yeah. No.
And they miss. So they launch another one of these kind of like, and it looks like just like they have like this fireball deal. But it misses. So it is your turn.
All right. I'll move up 30 feet,
Okay.
and then I will throw the spear.
Okay.
Might as well, right? That is not going to hit. 8 plus 22. That's 30 again, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to hit.
So you throw the spear. The dragon kind of nimbly dodges it.
Oh shit.
I'll pull it back and throw it again.
Okay.
That doesn't hit either.
Yeah. So he throws the spear and comes back to him in the same fashion. He throws it again. So you threw it again.
Yeah.
So the second time it like clings into the wall and just kind of like bang. And it's stuck in the wall, and the dragon kind of like looks at you, and you see kind of like this like toothy maw. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, it's everything.
Okay. Then. So they are going to. Then you take the 5 points of damage.
Kind of get close to it. Oh yeah, take
Go like
5 damage.
this.
Take 5 points of
There you
damage.
go.
And then everyone gets their rolls.
Oh, well,
Yeah, are we trying to heal now?
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the cannon at.
Hold on, make sure to roll the d20
Extra.
first.
No, you have to roll the d20.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because you have to.
Can I keep this roll?
Roll the d20.
Damn. I got a 9.
9, miss.
Damn.
Teen.
Roll the d20.
Yeah, that was, bro.
You roll a d20 and you can choose
Oh, I
three different effects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2,
2. All right. No good.
20.
2D.
No additional effect, but you hit.
Okay.
So what do you
Do
want?
you need a heal or?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
definitely.
Heal
Yes.
damage.
Oh, D8.
Yeah, I'll
It's a
roll.
d8.
Oh.
D8. Okay.
Nah, just
Yeah,
2
move it
damage.
and-
Should have had a D8. I'm just kidding.
That's 2.
2. So you get 2 points. And you see this like green arc.
And there's a big plus over him, right?
Yeah.
Green arc,
Yeah.
it's P?
No. What? Who pees green?
Leave him alone.
When you shot those 2 like mana acid blasts and you said they were green, Jeffrey was like, they're shooting P at you. And I was like, please don't say that.
P?
So you recover 2 hit points. And you see these 2 kind of like bullets
I just noticed you like
also
stuff in
come
the chat.
towards the angel, but they both miss.
Yeah.
I also get
Also what?
the cross
Just noticed you had
notification.
your jacket thingy sliced up.
Alright, so those 2 miss. It is the dragon's turn. The dragon is going to
He has pants.
pee his pants.
Oh shit,
Um,
why is there so much P in this
Curtis, I need you to make me a will saving throw.
A real saving
That's
throw.
just the kind of content we produce. We produce B.
Yeah, not poo-poo content.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 13.
13. So you see the barrel click 3 times, and he launches this cold blast at you.
Mm-hmm.
You are under the slow effect.
Okay, meaning I have like half speed, right?
And
What all does it do?
slow drastically. You cannot take full actions.
Okay,
You only take a single move action or a standard action, but
Okay.
not both.
gotcha.
You should stay
Creature
3
moves
squares
at half
away
its
from
normal
him.
speed.
Or at least
Yeah,
Yeah.
you move at
breath
half your
weapons
speed.
are usually 15 feet if he has one.
A lot of my stuff is touch.
I know, but evil breath weapon. You.
I mean, he's also flying.
Yeah.
No, okay, that's fair.
So
Just the...
Do I take damage from that or no?
no, it's under the slow effect.
How long does it last?
7 rounds.
So the rest of the match. Got it.
Oh, God.
If you're lucky.
Might be 3, kid. We'll see.
Might be next round, bro.
And he's going to.
Land with
That's
that
it.
weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, he can only cast. He can only do that right now.
Alright, I will pull the spear back and
Okay.
throw it.
Okay.
Hopefully I roll better than a fucking 9.
You roll a fucking 9.
You rolled a
Roll a
10.
10.
Ooh, yeah, better than
Yay!
It is.
That's a 32, right?
Yeah,
32
yeah.
hits.
Cool.
Oh, perfect.
So I roll damage,
At
right?
least 10. 50-50 chance, I see.
For the first
No, it's
yeah.
2d6 and I don't add any modifiers to it, right? That's what it shows here? Or is it 2d8? The stab, it says it's 2d8. The
No,
throw,
it's
it's 2d6, right?
You do the throw.
That's going to be 6.
6 points of damage?
Yeah, I don't think that's
Alright.
going to hurt him at all.
Yeah. Can you roll 40 again?
Yeah, if I could touch them.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm
That's
saying I
it.
need to get within touch range.
Alright, that's fair.
I'm trying to get the crowd participation going.
Alright, crowd participation, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on my spinner, hashtag underhounds.
Oh, and then I pull it back again.
We pull that, okay. Sounds good.
Through my
So, crowd participation, you go ahead.
Do I take 5 points of damage again?
I missed.
Yes, you do take
Yes.
damage.
Okay.
And that puts you over the critical threshold.
Yep. Going over it.
Yeah, no.
So now I have to roll a d4, right?
Now you're over
Trade
D4.
things.
Yes.
I'll have to do it like this.
So I rolled a 1, so I lose one
So
attack.
you lose one of your attacks.
Shit, same.
Good fighting.
Yeah.
What did you guys get?
Oh, none of us
Anyone
did.
ever?
No, I missed.
No?
Damn.
Alright.
Jeff,
I
I think we
got
missed.
2.
Oh, actually, 2 is the magic number.
Over 16 or 2.
Did she still
I think so. They missed too. So you see a lot of like these streaks of just like different colors and stuff just shooting everywhere. No one hits anything.
Dude, I love fireworks.
Yeah. So they are going to
You don't-
it's 2D a million. Okay, so they're actually going to fly down just a little bit. Because this is not a long range. You know what? They're gonna fly towards you a little bit.
Still staying 30 feet up?
They're gonna fly. They're gonna get 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're only 15 feet above you now, and they're gonna get within range. They're gonna make a single blast.
Okay.
Nope, that is a 30.
Nice.
Nice. So the blast missed, and then the second one, they're going to cast a spell. Go ahead and make me a reflex save, please.
Sure.
2d1 million.
It's 12.
12 total?
Yep.
12 fails.
Recording.
Yep. We take 6 points of damage.
God.
Okay.
I rolled like shit.
It's just him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
part of our.
So we take 6 points of damage.
Yeah, but he's not.
Okay.
As the gun barrel doesn't click any further, it stays the same, but another different, like significantly like hotter blast. So you dodge the first one, and then the second one hits you.
Okay.
It's just one of their spells that they get.
It doesn't remove the slow condition, does it?
No.
Warm up?
No.
Damn.
No, the freezing stuff was thematic. It was not an actual.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
I like
like
the thematic.
I didn't feel like describing how time dilation looks.
Gotcha.
It is your
Makes
turn.
sense. Okay,
Why is it so loud?
So they're 15 feet above me now?
You're about 15 feet above you, yes.
My mic's too sensitive.
Sounds good. Now we have to whisper.
Yeah, that's why it keeps on peaking like that. I was wondering why I was doing that.
So if I use like 10 feet of my land speed,
Say it again, Curtis.
if I have 30 land speed and 15 fly speed, can I move 10 feet with my land speed and then do a fly speed of 15?
So your speed is.
Oh, it's halved from slow?
Yes.
Okay. For land speed.
Mhm.
And is that 10 feet for fly speed, or would that be...
You only have a 15-foot fly speed?
Yeah.
We'll say you have 10 foot.
10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so then if I move 10 here, I can't do any fly speed, or can I do 5 fly speed?
We'll say you can do 5 fly speed.
Okay, then I'll fly up 5 in the air.
Okay. So you're about like 10 feet away from them.
Yep.
I'll put you as well.
Ooh, I like to be on pedestals.
Balance
So
it
we're
out.
now in the head. Yeah. But it's good to know that we're just recording crazy high volumes. Now it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll just keep it at that forever now. It is their turn. They're going to
Yeah.
let's see.
Crowd
they don't have
participation.
anything.
Oh, do I take 5 at the end of my turn again?
You do again.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is the last turn that I take that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So crowd participation. You guys can go ahead and participate.
Yeah.
Please heal me.
Try to, you mean? Oh, I got a 19.
Nice, heal me, please.
Heal us.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot our
Yeah,
robot.
12.
You shoot your robot. Do damage.
Yeah.
Please do damage.
I got a pretty big
No.
6.
I'm
6?
gonna.
Please,
I'm
it's a
gonna heal.
D8 for healing.
Yes.
Heal
So 1
for-
d8 to heal.
Please get an 8.
I got an 8.
Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Like it.
Their crowd also hit you for 3 points of damage, Curtis.
Alright, so you only for 5.
So it's something. Going over the threshold, it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Okay, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't make it. Okay then. So it is their turn again.
Whew.
Yeah, they're
Got
all
Get 'em.
What'd you just
losers.
Call
The
cut 'em
two
a
of
loser.
those.
It is when you're in a competition.
It's true.
Bullying
That's
doesn't
not on
count
the
when
internet.
it's in a competition.
It's okay if it's shit talking, not personal
Alrighty then.
attacks.
So I
This is a
think
competition.
Like
No,
if we
that
just say
sounds-
shit like
it
your,
sounds like
your chrome
loser
looks
talk.
like copper, which doesn't make any sense, but we can say that.
okay.
Exactly.
So they are
No rules
going to
against
do that. So their revolver's going to click again, and they are going to do another caustic conversion.
What?
Okay.
So
That was the one that was pinging me for 5 every turn, right?
yes.
Okay.
So that was I rolled a 15. So I believe that hits.
15.
15 plus. That's a 37.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you said 15.
I rolled
Oh,
15.
I was
rolled
very
15.
confused. Yeah, no,
So
definitely hits
37,
then.
so hits. So I do 4d4,
Ooh.
6, 10, 13, another 13 points of damage.
Okay. So that brings me to 79,
Nice.
which means I have to roll another
We're
d4, right?
almost there.
So my land speed has now been reduced to 15 feet.
Okay. It is now your turn.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
I can only do a movement or a...
Correct.
Okay. And the spear does not have reach, correct?
No. You have
No.
to throw it.
Okay. I will use my turn then to fly up 10
Okay.
feet.
The additional
Yep.
distance. Okay, so now we're equal distant.
Yep. And then I take 5 at the end of the turn, right?
Correct. Okay then. So now that you're equal distant,
And is that the third or fourth turn of slow?
that would be. We're gonna say it's the third turn.
Okay.
Okay. So crowd participation. Go ahead. Ooh.
Ooh, is it not good?
7.
Nice.
20.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Nice. Heal us, Jeff.
No,
All right,
get
I'm gonna
anything?
shoot us with a.
Why do you have a
party
muzzle?
Well, 'cause
Please
he's a
do.
weirdo.
See, bite.
See bites.
Yikes.
cannon. 2.
So, did you do the Hurdy or did you do the
He did the Healy.
Heelys?
I did the Heelys.
Dude,
Okay.
nice. You got Heelys.
Yeah, now you can skate across the
Heelys.
whole thing.
Yeah. Courtesy, your ground movement has just decreased by 5 feet, but increased by stylish points by like 15.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So at least now you
And now we have more crowd participation.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
And everyone's still going crazy.
Support at least. You're now the favored one.
Yeah.
Did you know it?
You've unlocked the 4th way to interact with the crowd, and it's with the crowd swooning.
The crowd's swooning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have those style points. So now that you guys are equal distant, he is going to reach out and bite, and then one of his claws is going to strike at you.
Okay.
Thank God no breath weapon yet.
Who says he has a breath weapon, man?
Me.
I should have been.
So 32 hits. The
Yes.
second one does not. So he does successfully bite you. You roll them d4s. That's all I've been rolling. So 5, 7, 9 plus 11. So no damage.
So no damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Gets negated by the hardness.
By the hardness.
Alright,
You are too hard. for this
sometimes
dragon.
you just gotta
This
be
dragon-
rock
This
solid.
dragon goes and kind of bites your throat, and it does not make you
Yeah.
enough purchase. You
Is
just
your
kind of
robot
flex
saying
your
Daniel?
flex your neck muscles, these angel's neck muscles. So it is now your turn.
Your robot's named Daniel. That's how you're always rock hard.
Damn. Daniel.
I will
What?
cast the spell inject nanobots into him.
Okay.
So I have to make a melee attack against the target's EAC.
Okay.
So hopefully,
Plot
yeah,
twist is the
a
same
little
as yours.
better.
Whoa!
12 plus 22, so that should hit.
That does hit.
Woo! And then you get to make you have to make a fort save.
Okay.
Choke.
21.
Damn. Okay, so then you only take half damage.
Okay.
Yes, got him.
And go ahead and do your damage.
I might need some more d8s. I only have 2. Can I get 2 more d8s, please? Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Roll them d8s.
Get him, girl.
Whew, maxed out on 2 of them.
Mine. Are they
8,
mine?
16. Actually, they were yours. Yeah,
Gang, gang.
Nice.
I got a 2 on mine.
So maybe it's just your dice
Under
that suck.
gang.
It might be. I don't know. Maybe let me start rolling your d20s. So
Okay.
8, 16, 21, 23. So I have that rolled rounded down as 12.
23, yeah.
Does it look
That's the
bloody?
whole turn.
So he
It should be
takes
getting
another.
pretty
He takes
close.
another.
He's on his 3rd critical, whatever.
Damn.
We have the same total hit points, so
Ooh.
that means that he's lower than 60.
Nice. What are you at?
76.
So you eject the nanobot. So you kind of reach out and you grab his wings, and these kind of nanobot particles come up and start tearing away at his wings, and you start seeing holes poke within its wings.
Nice.
Wow.
So now he can't fly as well. I like it.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so it's his.
Make him fall.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he is going to lash out
Shit,
with
that
his
looks
2 claws,
Mhm.
strikes going back and forth.
Did you
It was a
crit?
10 and a natural 20.
Oof.
So I think
He
both
hits
of
you
those
for
hits.
76.
Yeah.
No.
So that is 3d12.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikes.
That
That
was
would be
a D20.
36.
Was
That was a
the
d20.
was the 10 your first or second attack?
I said that was my first
Because you would have missed if it was your second one.
Ooh.
one. This is another d20. Look at
You
6.
just, you just roll a d20.
How did I
As
get
long as it
20
rolls
points of
under
damage?
12, it's the same shit.
How did I get 20 points of damage on a d12?
Wow, I just dealt 60d off of 3d12.
Okay,
Hmm.
so you take a total of 25 points.
So minus
so-
the 15 is 10?
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. So you take 10 points of damage.
Oof.
That's a mod.
Chrome
And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that is their full turn.
Okay, so then I'll take the 5 acid afterwards. So that leaves me at 61. Please heal me.
No.
Oh, okay.
And then did
In that
you-
case, deal damage to him?
Did you
No.
pass one of the thresholds?
No, I'm at
Yeah,
I
61.
think I'll just keep rolling 7s. Thank you very much.
No, roll big.
You're
Roll
looking
big.
at these two, and they are about like equal damage. They are like right around the same.
3 to 1 chance
damage.
my ass.
But-
Go Underhounds.
So we're gonna do our things. They both miss.
Yeah,
So grab
something
participation.
it.
Go ahead.
Woo!
Yeah, that's,
That's
so
a 2.
good.
Gets a 17.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
you hit.
That's another natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
You got
You're getting
additional
2
attacks,
heals
but you
per
do it.
round.
I love it.
So you hit. Teresa, you hit.
Just two, though,
Healing
not
for
3.
2.
For 2, how much?
Healing for 6.
Nice.
You got an old D8, bro.
Dude, I like it.
Okay.
We're at
Curtis, I'm pretty sure-
69.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No one
We already
damaged
won.
me.
We already won.
Curtis,
Why
I'm
did I
pretty sure
win?
I skipped your turn by accident, but because I think they go after you, but doesn't matter.
And now we go twice.
That
Yeah. 'Cause I win. I
That's
struck
true.
you twice. They win. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
So,
okay.
But well,
You get 2 turns in a row
let's just
then?
do
Or what?
retroactively. Timothy
Yeah.
sees the future and he's like, "Oh, you get a deal. Nice."
Oh, okay.
What are
I
you
see.
gonna do?
We are going to do
Shoot 'em.
Jolting Surge,
Okay.
which is a spell, and it is touch, and I get a +2 bonus to it.
Sounds
So, cool. Mind if I roll one of yours?
Yeah, go
Which
ahead.
one?
Oh, you
That was terrible.
good.
That was literally a critical failure.
Oof.
Then maybe it's
That
you.
was terrible.
Don't roll that one anymore.
I will never roll that one again.
What
Yeah,
was the
let me
Jolting
fix
Surge?
it.
You gotta throw that one away.
If I hit
Teresa.
them, it deals 46.
Yeah.
It rolled a 1
So-
again.
Oh.
You have like these like electricity.
Curtis broke it.
Like the electricity things like kind of like coursing through your arms as you reach out and like right before you make contact, like one of
Here,
the ice
Curtis,
chunks
you
kinda,
can
like,
roll
shatters.
this D20.
I like it.
One of like the ice chunks kind of shatters and throws your grip off as you miss.
Fix it.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
bad stuff. It's fine.
Don't touch it.
Alright then, so it is, and then you heal up to the
Can't
8.
give the bad juju all your
Now
stuff.
let's roll.
You heal the 8. Now it's gonna be their turn.
If anyone else rolled.
Yo.
They are going to 4, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Choke.
So I'm
Yeah.
actually out of second level spell.
Hell yeah.
Loser. No spells.
Means he probably still has third levels, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm out there.
Hell yeah.
So now it's just one-on-ones. Yeah, I did not use my explosive blast. He is going to cast Overheat and
Over here.
Overheat
Ooh,
is
shit.
nuts.
That's why it's called Junk Battle.
I'm gonna cast Overheat. So go ahead and make me a reflex save.
No, thank you.
Please do.
Oh, okay. 17?
17 succeeds.
Yeah,
8 points of damage.
Ouch. Fuck.
Yeah. And then he is going to do a claw attack,
He can fuck off with that shit.
and he misses.
Yeah.
He straight up fucked off with that shit.
Yeah.
So you see this like just like this other like kind of like this like conic blast of fire hits you, or like hits you, but you kind of shield it off. And you're like, oh man, it's starting to warm up a little bit, but not enough to negate the slow stuff. It is your turn,
Okay.
and it's currently round 5 of the slow.
Gotcha.
So you got 2 more rounds.
Do y'all think I should continue casting spells, or should I try to
Come with
do
my
the spear
tinfoil.
stab?
What is your most damaging thing?
Spells.
Spells.
But I can do 2 spear stabs. But if he still has full hardness, the spear stabs won't do any damage.
Oh, then I would
So
say
spells?
do
Well, no,
spells.
it hardness only like it negates up to.
Yeah, but if you have 15,
Mhm.
my maximum is,
14,
well,
Well.
8, 16, 18 for total damage.
18
So if I
for both
max
spears.
for stabbing,
For is that per one stab or
that's for both stabs.
this for both stabs? Okay.
Yeah, it's 2d8 plus 2.
Okay.
So, I mean, max damage I could do is 8 if I max everything.
Yeah, I would say do spells then.
Okay, we'll try to do another Jolting Surge then.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
There's going to be a 9 plus 24.
9
I
plus
think
24,
is
that
enough,
hits.
right? Yeah, cool. Alright, so now it's 4d6. Damn, that was a really shitty roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Might as well have used a spear.
Yeah, I know, right? This bypasses hardness.
Oh, okay.
So that's the whole reason that it's decent.
Okay. Almost one off from the critical threshold.
Damn it.
Sorry, kid.
Am I
He
still
doesn't
taking
have resistance
5?
to electricity, does he?
Am I taking 5 this round? This should be the last round,
Yes,
right?
you can
Okay.
take additional 5.
So that does make me go underneath the critical threshold. So that makes me go to 56.
Or lightning, not electricity.
No, they don't have any. They just have the hardness from the physical stuff.
3. Alright.
And it's the next round, so you guys go ahead and do your crowd participations.
How far am I away?
11.
Damn.
The edge of the aisle?
Do you want me to heal you or
Not super far.
try to hit
Okay.
Hit them.
I'm gonna go get a hot
He's
dog.
really close to it.
Okay.
Can you roll your crowd participation?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
hot
hit you
dog.
for 6.
You hit me for 6. Nice.
Fine.
Please.
Dude, hit him for
18.
6.
Are you gonna hit or are you gonna
do the
heal?
D6, bro. Do the D6.
I would hit
You
him.
wanna hit?
Yeah, hit him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit.
Do whichever you
7,
want.
actually.
What?
Well,
What?
You're gonna heal for 7?
It's a
okay, then you're gonna heal for 7.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
it
so
was
if
the
it-
same thing for
No,
everything.
Okay.
No, they all do different.
Nice! You guys hit him for 12. Take that,
you hit
lightning.
me?
Yeah.
Nice.
6.
Okay.
So
Then.
good.
So
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna stay alive. You guys kill him.
Yeah.
Now I'll just be like, okay, now hold my seat. I need to go get a hot dog. I'm hungry.
Sprint!
And I get a
Okay,
chili
Curtis,
dog.
your hardness is reduced by 3.
Oh,
One of
okay. Gotcha.
One of their and you see this other one is like filled with nanites, kind of strike you and kind of go over you. So your hardness is reduced by 3.
Okay.
That's what they decided to do. Okay, it is my turn. I'm gonna do 2 claw
Nothing.
attacks.
Okay. I hope you don't hit.
Die.
Oh, wait, actually, I did. Okay, that doesn't really, because I went over my critical threshold.
Oh, okay.
You see, like these 2 bullets come strike, and they strike both this dragon's legs, and he's like, "Fuck!"
So he has like no real
but,
speed left. Okay.
and he is going to strike out with these 2 claw attacks. One of them hit. I got a 19 and then an 8. So the first one misses. Second one hits you for 1 million damage.
Oof.
For 7 points of damage.
Ha! My hardness is 7.
Your hardness is
Let's
7.
go.
So you negate all that damage. It is your turn.
Okay. And this is turn 6 of the slow, so
Yes.
after one more turn, right?
Mhm.
After that turn. Okay. So in terms of where its damage is at, it looks like it's been damaged in the legs, the wings, the face.
So,
Make it fall.
Yeah, once in the
I would
face.
like to.
Once in the face. It
Twist
looks
his
like
dick.
his wings and his legs are fucked up.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
his one of his claws as well.
I want to try to get
Okay.
the crowd to start chanting. Dick.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dual dick twist!
Twist the dick. Twist the dick.
I'm just imagining like shoving the spear in with the dick shove,
Go ahead and
twisting
do a
it and then
twist.
pulling out.
Jesus.
Go ahead and do your dick twist.
No, I'm gonna do.
Cast dick twist, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast dick twist using my spear. Now I'm gonna try to do the. Oh, fuck, I'll do inject nanobots again.
Inject nanobots again? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and inject the nanobots.
in his dick.
9 plus 22 should be 31. Yep.
31 hits.
Cool.
Nice.
Now he has to make a con save, I believe, or sorry, fort save.
Fort save. I believe I'm at a roll of 13, so 20.
Yep. So then you save against it. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
half of 48.
48. Holy shit. It's 20
48.
You need any more?
There's a bar hers. Hers rolled perfect last time, so let's see if it does it again. Well, I got 2 8s again.
But look at this shit.
8, 16, I know, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So that's 19,
19.
half of 19.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't make the fort save, yeah, it would have been 19.
Okay.
So what is that, 9, right? Because it rounds down.
Yeah.
Okay.
This time it was max and min.
Alright, so
yours.
you kind of like reach out for the underbelly. You're trying to inject nanobots into the dick, but you don't quite. He like thrusts up his legs like, whoa, man!
Yeah,
Like
that
don't
roll for
Don't
one,
twist my
like,
dick,
3
that's
times
illegal.
in a row.
don't touch my dick. That's
But another one, lady,
But
go.
you do kind of scrape its underbelly and do some damage.
It was almost his thing.
Crowd it was almost the dick. Go for the dick. Crowd participation. Go ahead.
18.
It's an 18.
Oh
Nice.
shit! Nice.
Do damage. Or actually, hold on. Does it... So if the hardness was reduced, that would be like...
Their
it's
hardness isn't affected, or they don't affect hardness.
Like, oh, they can't affect hardness? What are their 3 options?
No, like they bypass hardness.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay.
isn't one of their options to reduce the
They
enemy's
reduce the
hardness?
hardness. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a D4 hardness.
it's a D... Oh, okay. Just damage them.
Okay.
Damage him.
So what does
Yeah.
a critical 1 do? Or
Nothing.
critical... Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 5 in
More.
total.
So 5 points of damage. Okay.
But I do the accident of getting back from my hot dog.
I don't know if you roll above 16 every single round.
Dude, I know. I wish I could do that shit too.
So
Yeah, y'all got
I would've-
reach
I would've
dice.
hit all
I've
my
only, doing
attacks.
this, I've only done
I love
this
it.
the past two rounds.
I love
Yeah,
it.
so
I've done it one time.
You guys
Yeah.
strike, hit him twice, and then you do see a green strike hit the dragon as well.
The green strike trying to kill it, right?
Let the dragon
It does
die.
Yeah. Did it break the critical threshold or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. He just broke the critical threshold.
Last
The
round.
last. Teresa actually knocked him over the critical, and then
Oh, so he's under 40?
currently, yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then he healed.
Gotcha. I thought he was a
What
lot
are you
higher
at?
than that.
No, he is
I'm
like,
at 56.
yeah. So
Nice.
you're
So we're
beating
neck
him
and
right
neck.
now. Okay, so it is my turn. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, he's gonna cast overheat his last time.
What a dick.
So go ahead and make
You should
that
twist him.
reflex save for me, Curtis.
Yeah, just twist the whole
I
dragon.
just twisted in half. Ooh, I succeeded.
You succeed.
18 plus 7, 25. Let's
Nice.
get it.
Take 5 points of damage.
All right, let's get it.
All right, and gonna make 1 claw strike at you,
Ooh.
and he misses.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, that hardness reduction, does that just last until the next crowd participation, or is that permanent?
No, it's
Okay, until the next one. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just say it's the next one.
I'm going to do Jolting Surge again.
Okay, go for the dick.
So, going for the dick. 8 plus 24.
24, that's hit.
Okay, cool. 4d6 points of damage.
And then I make a con save, right?
No,
Oh,
that's
the other one?
the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be 4, 7, 8 plus 5, 13. So you take 13 electrical damage.
Not
Almost there.
pushing over the threshold.
Woo! That means he's under 20. Let's get him.
Alright.
I got 1 first level and 1 second level
Oh.
spell still.
Cool.
Also, this is the last round for
Yes,
that
this is
condition,
the
right?
right focus. So you reach out and you grab his leg, and these nanobots inject into his leg. I rolled a 2 again.
Damn.
Nothing additional, even if I pass that threshold.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So like you see, like one of his legs is just like kind of hanging
Yeah.
by a thread, but he's still.
Can we just make him fall? Just rip the wings off?
King Kong it.
King Kong it, dude. Yeah.
Actually, why don't you,
I don't know if I could do that. Oh, okay. You want
That's
something else?
your turn, so it's
Yeah.
crowd participation.
Let's go.
Blast him. He's got less than 20. Blast him.
That didn't count.
Yes! Natural 20!
I
Does
got
that do
it.
anything
No.
extra?
No.
Damn it. Well, I did it, so she's gonna shoot him in the dick.
roll 10.
10. Okay.
Can we make it to where that rocket, like, sticks there?
I rolled a 6 as well. I crit on both
Nice.
dice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So
It's nice.
it goes straight to the dick, right?
Yeah.
Straight, yeah. So you see
Twist a
one
little
shot.
bit.
You see one of the shots just like pierce right.
And
at
the crowd just.
You see one of the shots like pierce it, like where his dick would be, and just like sticks out. Just a little bit.
That's where you gotta twist!
And the angel looks over and it's like, nods its head.
Above recognition. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna make a bite.
We
in the
about to win
crotch.
some fucking
He's
money.
gonna,
Yeah,
he's
man.
gonna make a
Like
bite
a
in the crotch
pussy.
you. The bite hits, so that's 44.
The bite chomps.
Oh, man, 44. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, you take 44.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, you lost.
Can I use my reaction to
Minus
reduce
6,
that down to 4d4?
Christian just told us,
It's-
y'all
it's
lose your
minus
fucking
6.
money.
Yeah, okay.
Nope, so that's only like 4, that's 8, 10.
10, that's my hardness.
Yeah, so you take the 10, and he like just barely punches it, but no, you go ahead and twist the dick, Curtis.
All right. We're going to, we're going to twist that dick in the form of a jolting
Yeah.
surge.
Okay,
We're going to grab it and just fucking, and the whole time we're just going to like
Jeez.
electrocute the shit out of him.
go ahead and do your jolting surge.
Ooh, I think I missed. 5 plus 24?
It's 24.
Oh, but I can do a full attack, right? Because I'm no longer slowed.
Yes.
Cool. So 5 plus 24, that
Yes.
shouldn't hit. Yeah.
31.
I think I should just
Can you do
start
spells with a full attack?
with this. I can, yeah, because it's
Oh.
2 hits to cast a spell, and a full
Oh.
attack would give me should give me 6 attacks, but because I lost an attack, I only get 4.
Just make him like a bob.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, I don't know if he's lost any hardness though.
Oh, he has. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll do inject nanobots for my second one.
Okay,
This
go ahead and
one
inject the
will-
nanobots.
Boring.
I will try. You know what? We're gonna use a different dice though.
Yeah.
And that one I make my save,
Corn
right?
dog.
Yes.
Make
So
him
this
a
one
corn
hits.
dog.
Okay.
Make him a corn
Did
dragon.
you
Yeah,
succeed
I
on
did.
4? Ooh,
I
you
did.
failed! Holy shit! Wow.
Alright,
Make him a
finish him
corn
off.
dragon.
No, yeah, dude, we are 100% gonna finish
Push
them
his
all.
dick with the nanites.
Chris.
We are, yeah,
Go ahead and twist
just
that dick.
savagely going to.
All once.
Oh dude, it was close. It was close. This only dealt 13. This is like the lowest roll I've ever had.
13.
Yeah.
I'm still up.
Oh my goodness. Holy shit.
it kind of
Wait, hold on. You failed, right?
Yeah.
You failed? Okay. You now have the confused
Nice.
effect. So,
Wait, you were
I had
under
to roll
20
a
earlier,
d20.
right?
Yeah,
I hit you
under
for
20.
6, and that
And
was
I hit him
15,
for
so that's
13.
19. No one else hit
I
any?
healed. He healed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
So, yeah.
yeah, so you can
Two
attempt a
seconds.
will saving throw at the beginning of each round to end the confusion effect, but
Doesn't use a full action? Or does it not specify?
it just says will saving throw at the beginning of its
Oh, I guess it's
turn
not an
each
action
round to
then.
end the confusion effect. So,
Confusion charge. Alright, but it's crowd participation. So, crowd participate.
A 2. That was
I
almost a
think
20,
if you
though.
hit him, he dies.
18.
That's
Okay.
a 13.
Do a d6,
Do a
Jeffrey.
d6 or 3. That
3.
might be enough to kill him.
Nope, because he healed.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's close, though.
Give us some money!
It's really close.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and then I got an 8 on my heal.
Nice.
Come on, confusion.
Nice.
Let us live.
Okay, so he is currently confused, and you just see like this swarm of nanobots flying over his face. And let me roll.
It started
my-
at his dick and
No
just
way.
like
Yeah.
spread upwards.
Christian's just gonna pull a whatchamacallit, a champion,
I got
Pokemon
890.
champion moving
I attacked
full
in your sword.
restore.
Oh, okay.
Depending, I got a 900.
Yeah.
So he is going to.
Damn, if only I would have rolled slightly higher, that would have been it.
18 hits.
Okay.
So that's going to be the bite.
What's
that's
health
gonna
do
be
you
the claw.
have?
51.
Oh wait, I don't know why I rolled a
He
d20.
just dealt
I-
51 damage. That's crazy.
I was like, holy shit! Like I got 20 points of damage. Nope, only got 6. So he try to like bites you again. Or else he slashes at you for I rolled a 6, so that's 8 points of damage, and he's gonna try to bite you.
Doesn't he just do a attack, or does the confusion
Not for
stay?
confusion.
Oh, okay,
I don't
gotcha.
want him to win.
It just says
attacking your
attack
target.
the nearest target. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
So, like,
that's
go all
16 for my second one, so I believe that still hit.
16 plus
Lucky, go help
18.
Yeah,
Does
that's a
that?
34.
24.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
34.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
just
That's
standing
so
in there
So-
insulting him.
So the first one we call this one's gonna be his bite.
Okay.
Got him.
Damn.
Both of them.
Damn.
Nope,
he
you
wins.
6, 8, 9. So 11.
This man cannot
take
stay
one.
up.
You take 1. No, because the hardness is for like the whole. That's how we're doing it.
I thought it was per attack.
I think that's how it's supposed to be. Whatever, you take 1.
How do you want to do it? Because if you want to do it as a
Ooh.
total,
Do the
that
12
makes it a
damage.
lot of the spear a lot better too.
Nah,
and
it's fine.
that's
We'll
why I
just do it-
haven't
we'll
been
just do it like
attacking.
Don't
Okay,
ask him
okay.
how he wants
So
to
go
do
ahead and
this.
take
We
one.
can get litigation for that.
I think that was like the way it was supposed to be, but it's fine. That's what we've been doing.
Okay. I mean, I
It's
make
fine.
up the rules, but
Take one.
it's whatever you want.
Okay. Go.
I will use my full attack.
Okay.
To smash the spear into him 4 times.
Go ahead and twist the dick.
Can I just roll 4 d20s and just say like which one is which? Does that work? Cool. I'm gonna steal this one. Actually, that's too close. I'll roll this weird sparkly gold. So red will be 1. This will be
Damn.
2, 3, and then 4.
Okay. You got it. All ones.
You were close.
Pretty much.
One of them is the one.
I got 1, 2, 3, 6.
1, 2, 3, 6. All miss.
Yeah.
What was the
Oh,
last
shit.
one?
So you're
6.
You're like
Oh my
you're
god.
swinging
All
away
of them
and
missed?
Yes.
so you're swinging away and you're
telling
stabbing.
you,
You're,
Jeffrey.
you're trying to hit
This
something.
That one's Jeffrey's.
Oh, it is.
You're
Oh,
trying to
look at
make
that.
some contact, but
Damn, we just
You're
lost?
like,
Hold on, I need to borrow
You're
the
like
couch.
frantically like stabbing away. Crowd participation.
Please nuke him.
Oh, Jeff, can you
Apparently
roll
I
that yellow one
can't.
for me?
Yeah.
Oh no, 12, yeah.
Which one do you
Right
want to roll?
there.
The
You said yellow.
D20, the yellow one?
Yellow?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Damn.
Damn.
I think.
Got 19 seconds.
Well, we did.
You suck.
I know he's not gonna heal though. You take 9 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
How much health do we have left?
41.
Okay,
Yes.
we can fuck
Okay.
up like 3
So-
more times.
Well,
Hopefully.
if he hits me, well, because he's still confused. So
No, that is correct.
if he breaks the confusion
Bitch.
and hits me, and I actually take damage from it, then I'm going to go down below 40,
Okay.
and I'll have to do another
You don't
critical
need to
roll.
be like.
It's a 42. Does nothing but
This is
dabbling
a
from here.
competition.
I'm sorry?
Does nothing but
I
dabbling
guess.
from
Get a
here.
little
Oh, nice.
Dragons just
competitive.
ball just
Competitions.
Okay,
There's
well,
not this much, like,
in case you
fucking
haven't
banter.
noticed,
All right,
Hopefully
I'm going
I know
to
a
do...
giant
I'm gonna do my
fucking
first 2
size.
attacks.
I get a little bit
I'm
competitive.
gonna do my first 2 attacks. Blue is 1, red
This
is
the
2.
first I've seen.
Yeah, we had a competition before.
No.
So blue is
Also
1. That's gonna
makes
hit
it, like,
for.
broken.
That's gonna hit because
Okay,
it's 10.
Sometimes.
So then I will do damage, and damage is 2d8.
go ahead.
That's why I'm
1
surprised.
and 2.
Don't get in a competition with me.
Does
Hey.
11 damage
Okay.
you at all?
Talk shit.
Motherfucker.
He hasn't
You
lost any hardness.
have not lost any hardness. I have like no way of really hitting you.
I haven't lost any hardness
It's
either.
a natural 20.
Yeah, we're tired of
It's
looking
always
at
a
your
natural
folder.
20.
So same thing, blue and red.
What?
Neither of those hit.
Do you not
Yeah.
have any spells left?
No, I'm out of spells.
Yeah, we're both out of spells. It's just us swinging.
It's just
at
us swinging, and he's gotten really lucky with the D4 rolls. So he's like hit the same thing a few times. So
But now
in a
it's time
sense,
for
I'm more
distribution.
fucked up than he is.
Ooh.
Mason, can you come roll yours?
Are we rolling again?
Yeah, it's crowd participation. We already went through it all. It's fast now.
Yeah, now it's just us swinging and missing. These robots are pretty fucked up.
7. So you didn't need me to stand
No,
up for that.
7.
None of us. Nope.
You take 3.
Oh, hold on.
Jeffrey got it.
15.
No,
16
16.
or higher.
Oh.
Sorry, kid.
Damn, Jeff.
You
3?
take 3, Curtis.
Just go home already.
Some bullshit right here.
Alright.
I'll see you
Thunder
next
Hound.
week.
Hound. I've been saying
that's 2
underdog
misses.
for the
Go ahead.
longest time. It's
Okay.
You've been saying-
I now have
Under
a fly
hound.
speed of 10, so my wings got
That's-
fucked up.
Nice.
Tech, isn't it?
Okay.
You said you missed or
I
what?
missed both, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know.
gotcha.
I should just mind thrust the dragon. And just move to another country
And just move to another country. Damn. Okay.
with my 12 grand.
Are there any combat maneuvers that can be done or anything like that?
Yeah, I saw
Can
that
I, like-
combat.
Can I like trip him and make him fall?
We can try.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
Twist his wings.
Yeah, those are like the
Yeah.
dicks of flying.
So if I do something like try to like make it to where you can't fly anymore,
Make it
It's a
and then
combat maneuver.
he falls,
Yeah.
will he take
You
fall
gotta-
damage or anything? Or
You have no idea, because I have no idea. We're what, like 10 feet in the air?
yeah, so
only
that's
one
like
D6.
2d6. Oh, it's
I think
1d6.
I think it's
Would
1d6.
hardness even affect that?
I'll say no.
It's more guaranteed than what the fuck I'm doing right now.
You gotta beat a 39 though.
Woo boy!
So
Don't think I can beat a 39.
Just keep stabbing.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna keep stabbing. So 1 and 2
It's
again.
like,
Always
we're
natural
like
20,
shaking him,
Curtis.
trying to rip his wing off, and then hopefully he'll smash
Yeah,
into
no.
the floor.
1 and 2 again.
Process.
Nope.
Yeah, so
22
you're
plus
just-
8 doesn't do
You're just
shit.
swinging,
It
swinging
just
away.
looked like they're dancing.
Hey
at
Jeff,
this
give me
point.
your cup. I'm gonna roll in the cup and stuff.
Okay, so crowd
Or
participation.
actually, I guess after your crowd participation.
That's 2 misses for me.
Woo!
Nice.
13.
13.
Oh, wait. Yeah. It's an 11. I thought it was a
Oh wait,
17.
yes.
I got a 21, so I act normally.
Damn.
Oh okay. Appreciate
Now
it.
he's gonna
Read
bite the
this.
shit out of you.
He
With
acts
his-
normally.
with his
He just
teeth.
flies.
That's 2 misses. That's a 2 and a 6.
Yeah, act normally. I am a robot.
Put in 2 d20s.
Yeah, so...
Put in 2 d20s and give them numbers. So like 1 and 2.
69 and 420.
So
That means
Green
1
one's
and 2.
420.
okay.
So the green one's 2.
Green one's 2. Mine is still purple and red.
Okay.
So green one was 2, right? 18
Yep.
plus 18.
So Curtis just can't
36.
touch the
Uh,
dice.
Blue is
36
1,
reports.
so 11 plus 22
That's
hits,
2 hits.
and 13 plus 22 hits.
Okay, so you got
So
3
hits.
3 hits.
Break that hardness.
Do you want to give me 2 d8s?
Just give him 2 d8s. Don't ask the man questions.
This is
He's
not
giving
allowed
you
to touch his
money.
own dice.
Oh,
Okay.
you can bet. You're not making
2
shit.
d8s, please.
Gonna feel real stupid when I'm walking around with 16 grand for no reason.
Not really.
Alright, so my
But he
d8s
really just
dealt
can't touch him. That's
9 plus 2, so 11 for my d8s.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
No.
Jeffrey, which ones were yours?
Both the green ones.
These 2?
Yes.
So that's 11 plus 2, so 13. Does that do anything?
No.
And then you had 12 plus 2?
14 is just, that's
Yeah.
just under.
Alright,
Does
so
it?
So we
Damage
hit
the
3
hardness at
times
all,
and
or
we
no?
did nothing.
does it reduce
Absolutely
his hardness?
You
nothing.
guys haven't reduced his hardness.
Don't look at me. You're the one.
Well, we should just damage him if we roll ours.
Crowd participation.
I don't know, man. I think
my
I can do
dice.
more.
I missed both.
Okay. Sure.
Ah,
You know I'm just gonna beat him next turn, right?
4.
that's 11.
Come on!
17.
Reduce his hardness.
17?
Reduce
Go
his
ahead.
hardness, please.
But it's only d4.
Yes, but think about it.
Okay.
We would have hit multiple times,
yeah,
right?
you're right.
So we would have dealt. Oh, nice,
Okay.
nice.
Now that was worth it.
Okay. Alright.
What's our health at?
38.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Ooh.
51. Deal 1d8 plus strength modifier to itself and with item in hand.
Yes.
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 Item in hand is
So
claw.
strength modifier is 5, so that's 6 points of damage. And I'll say that bypasses hardness.
I like it.
So that's
Did he
6
kill
points of
himself?
damage. He twists his own
He's just gonna rips it off.
As soon as everyone
Let it
say,
fall.
twist his dick, and he's like, what if I twist My own.
So yeah, like Reaper's gonna scratches his chest. It's fucked up.
Fuck
It's
you.
fucked up. Go.
Okay,
That confusion that really helped him.
it's been pivotal. Who wants to put in their D20s?
I'm
Those
scared mine
goes.
won't work. No, you can't do it.
All right, what color was yours?
Mine's mine's the.
I got you.
purple
No,
Okay.
no. Christian's actually
You
been
gotta put
really
in 2
good.
or what?
So that's
Okay,
the
so she
thing.
put in the other one. Your
Yeah,
color was that one,
sparkly
sparkly.
Yeah.
What are y'all?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
one. Do.
No.
Teresa, didn't you? Okay.
1, 2.
All right, so
Dude,
my
is that
second one
funny?
hits. Or
Okay.
sorry, misses. My second one misses. The other 3. Well, actually, okay, hold on. You were 2.
I was 2.
You were 2. So 11 plus 18 is 29.
29,
So
so
that
that
does
hits.
not hit. So yours hits, and my first one hits. So
So go ahead and do your.
should be 4d8 in total. Woo! I almost maxed my damage for once. Holy shit.
What is it?
17 from the first hit,
Okay.
and Teresa, you dealt 11.
11.
11, which I think that's the cutoff,
That
right?
is the cutoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess
Oh,
after
the cutoff
hardness
is
for
big.
the 17, you took 6.
Mm-hmm.
Make him soft.
Crowd participation.
Make him come against November.
That's a
Ooh,
16.
nice,
Nice
nice.
hit.
8. Give me back my fucking
8.
cup.
But you wanted to reduce the
Aye, aye,
hardness,
Captain.
right?
At this point, I don't think he has very much health left. So if
18.
you both want to
18?
do
Do a
1d6,
D6.
yeah,
D6?
I would deal with d6.
3.
3,
3,
2.
2,
so 5.
dead.
Nice!
Yes!
Yeah,
Ooh,
4 hit
nice.
points.
Give me
After the,
Yeah.
after the hardness reduction,
Yep.
4 hit points after that last hit.
Ooh.
And you see just these 2 spiraling bullets hit and twist where his dick was.
They hit like opposite like this,
Yeah.
so that it just like rotates.
Well,
that
around.
missile is still
That
launching
one is
there, right?
stuck
So
in
there's
it,
a
and they
missile.
So they
Hit
like
an
they like
explosion.
hit the missile and then twist the missile inside of it.
Everyone
and
cheers.
Everyone just
They twisted it, dude! Yes! This is what I paid fucking money to see!
So guys, we won.
Yeah,
There's people that didn't think we would win, but them upgrades,
yeah.
fucking making
I didn't
money.
even have to cheat. You didn't bet anything.
Yeah, I didn't. That doesn't mean that I
Yeah.
didn't think we were going to win.
I
Then why
didn't bet
didn't you bet
anything
anything?
either,
Why
but I
would I
think
wanna
I was
bet?
definitely the most
That's
enthusiastic.
Because you would have got a
about
shitload of credits. You
Yeah.
get 3 times the number of credits you put in.
That's against my character.
Okay.
I now have 27,000 credits.
I now have 16,000 once we get paid. If Christian decides to
Let's
pay
do it.
us
32.
I should have put more
the
on there.
winnings.
oh yeah, and then you guys get raw.
Yeah, outside of the thing, they just get
That's
robbed.
the thing.
They
you guys get
take
out.
6
Timothy
months
now
to give it to
hates
you,
this
so
place
after
more
the
than Avatar.
picture,
So do you guys want in lump sum or do you guys want it?
I want it up front. Cold, hard credit sticks.
All right, and then there's of course that 8,000% tax credit. So you know,
8,000%.
you guys won. Your
So it's the bet plus 3 times the bet?
Yep.
So 4 times the bet?
Essentially.
yeah.
Okay, so 16,000.
And we will text Reed that he lost 500 credits.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Sorry,
for good
Reed.
cause, Reed.
There you go, Christian.
Yeah, I'll go
Teresa.
tell him that.
Thank you.
Good Teresa. Thank y'all for the assistance.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait,
you see
before you
the
tell him
announcers-
that, ask him, is green us or the bad guys?
Yes. You see the announcers go up and he says, in a shocking turn of events, the chromas have fallen. There was something about twisting his dick and the crowd went berserk. I have never seen this in my 17 years of...
I'm holding up a
jump
scorecard
fights.
that says 10.
I have never seen this in my 17 years of junk fighting. This is truly a moment for the record books. Perhaps the Underhounds can finally get some uniforms and bring some dignity to their team. But congratulations to
Should've put all my money
all of
on them.
those.
I basically did. I only had 200 left.
Congratulations.
I had 15,000.
Oh, that's
It
a
was
lot.
an excellent day for junk bots and therefore the world.
These
True that.
underhands just turn into big hounds.
Damn, I have enough to get the dispelling hand, even though we can't make it yet.
Congratulations, everyone. Everyone levels up. No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone levels up the number of credits that you receive. No.
Jesus Christ.
All right, we still got like
Smells like level 8 in here, Jeffrey.
Okay,
we got like
Just kidding.
15ish. I will go for another like 15 or so minutes.
Okay.
Did Chisix ever eat?
Yeah, and then you can read that on the ship. Give you something
What
to
time
do.
is it right now?
It's like
9/11.
9/11.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Where's George Bush?
I would like to, I guess,
Shots.
finish my research on that material
Just kidding.
Okay.
and then start
no,
working
we
on,
have a head to roll.
a
Victory
weapon that
shots.
can utilize that
Out of
material.
the
I'd like to get a heart
Head?
transplant.
Sounds good. Yeah, and so like you see like Timothy just having like his like exuberance, like yeah, and
Just
then
losing it.
and then the second he leaves the stadium is just nothing, like emotionless, like Andrew, like all right guys, I'm gonna get to work.
But before I left though, I'm like sprinting and screaming and like yes, we fucking roar! Holy shit!
Yeah, he's just like up right up until like right when he passes that threshold, is just like nothing. Just all right, good game, guys. Good participation.
I'm gonna be the
I really
opposite.
gave it my
I'm
all.
gonna send them an email and say
like, yeah, okay.
I'm glad that you guys
This
won.
is cool.
Please let me know wherever you will be playing next.
You know, I was pretty. I was trash talking a lot. So afterwards, I'm gonna be like, that was fun. I think Chisix emailed me. I think I need to try to read this. I'm gonna need some help probably because it's. I can't.
You can't read?
No,
What?
a little bit dumb.
I mean, I can at least
And I'm
read.
like-
So yeah, it's
I'm
average.
like,
But no,
I can
it's
read
like
it for you
the.
if you want.
It's
I
like
guess.
it's like the creepy chaos stuff, so it might be in a different language. We'll find out.
I'm sure that there's some kind of like translator that we can use for the most part, unless it's like a really ancient
You
language.
are a
Well, that's-
translator.
Look,
That's how the
man,
other
okay.
stuff was.
You're like,
I'm gonna go and steal
A
some
lot
of
of
it.
it, a lot of it was in
So
like
bye.
That
No,
ancient.
you're
it's basically
Microsoft
like
Sam.
trying to like
Okay.
decipher like hieroglyphics and stuff, because that's essentially what it is.
Isn't there
We could totally decipher hieroglyphics.
isn't there a spell that lets you understand languages, like any written language?
Languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a technomancer spell.
Yeah.
switch back.
No.
So
Get
I mean
Saz to
spell
do it.
gems.
It's okay. We'll just get to the ship and we'll figure it out there.
well, I
Get
mean,
Saz to do it.
I still do have
Yeah,
technomancy
Saz is
ability right
multi-class. He can do it.
Yeah. Saz is a technomancer.
now. Is it a level 0 spell or is it a level 1 spell?
It's
Right?
level 1 spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm certain it's level 1.
so Saz should know.
He actually does. It's on his spell list.
Yeah, so
okay,
let's
it's
make
not-
him do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we have to wait until we get back there.
I mean, he's already there with Chisix. Wouldn't he
How much
just
does
already...
how much does like a level 1 spell gem cost?
Well, you can just. Well, yeah, we'd have to get someone to cast it in there.
Exactly. Or we could just like pay
I
someone
believe
Why
it's
are
like
you
100
trying to go
normally.
back to the professor?
or we can just go to him and be like, "Hey man, can you cast comprehend language or understand language into this?"
That would be. The
Oh,
other
you cast it
professor.
on the person, then the person reads it.
Well, no, can't you cast it into a spell gem?
Oh, in the spell gem, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought you meant into the book. Or whatever she has to read.
Don't you Saz
Wait.
translating?
He's not doing anything. Just kidding.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. Yes.
He has
we
comprehend
already,
languages.
We already
Oh,
established that
I
he has
missed that.
comprehend language.
Alright,
But
well,
he might not have the time
Yeah.
to sit there and go through it all.
We could ask him
He
if he
doesn't
would
have the
cast
time.
into a gem
if
for
he
free, and we
doesn't
can
have
just use
the
one of mine
time, I'll
that I
beat his
have.
ass.
Yeah, we could. I guess we could just wait until we get back and have him cast it on
Let's just see if he's
one of
open
us, and
to
then
it.
just like
What?
Yeah.
Let's ask Zaz if he'd be open to casting comprehend
let's
languages
get
in
to
a
the
gem
ship
for
so
me.
we can open the.
They do share almost the
this
same.
arcing surge was badass, dude.
The Arcane Search?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had explosive blast.
I thought you
Actually,
tried using it twice.
No, those were his
Oh, those were just like his ranged
those were
attack.
his range.
How come you
attacks.
never used his
Fire
breath
blast.
weapon?
That was he doesn't have.
Oh,
So
shit.
what did you use instead as his level 3?
I have probability, prediction, and then slow.
Oh, so you hit me with slow instead.
Oh, hold
Gotcha.
on.
Yeah.
He also had 8 krakens.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He cast
Probability,
roll on the
prediction
Kraken
is good.
table.
Basically, I can re-roll something if I needed to.
Oh, okay.
Should have re-rolled that last one, but
Whatever.
I didn't think you guys would have. It was crowd participation that killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized once I started running well on spells, I was like, shit, I'm not going to be able to kill him because I can't actually deal damage to him because of his hardness.
Yeah, I like my
Wait.
critical thresholds because I didn't get any hardness reductions.
Yeah.
So
It
did you
seemed
also
like you got-
get the same crowd participation?
Which ones did you hit? Did you ever get the -1 to the attack?
I got 1 -1 to the attack. I got my wings and
Yeah.
my legs fucked up.
And you got that one 3
And then-
fucking times. Damn.
Mhm.
Or did you also get a -2 to your attack?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense why you stopped hitting me after a while.
I think I want to get this magic item where it can make things shrink, and then like get someone to cast a really high level spell into a spell gem and shrink it into my hand so I never lose it. And then when we need it, it's just like, all right,
Just
Yeah.
I get to disintegrate gem out. You know,
Land speed.
that'd be pretty cool,
Mm.
but it's also
We
expensive.
could
we
also
almost had the
do-
exact
spell
same stuff,
gems.
except I got
We could
1
also
hardness
do how
lost
Ant-Man
instead of
should
-2
have
to the
killed
attack.
Thanos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the hardness was.
You mean
That's why
famous?
It was
guys-
key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
famous.
gave you guys the
There you go.
hardness
Yeah.
reduction.
Yeah.
And why I was
But
on a D4.
in the meantime, I could keep my healing stuff.
But I did
so I
heal
never
him like
lose it.
a lot. Like you would have won
Really?
a lot earlier. Yeah, I got like basically like every time I hit.
I kept
was
on,
like,
yeah,
"And
we
healing,
kept on
and
dealing
healing,
damage, and I was
and
like,
healing."
this motherfucker's still alive.
Pretty much all of their crowd participation except for the end was like just healing him.
Gotcha.
But okay, so yeah, you get the emails from Zaz. A lot of it is like hieroglyphics. Nyarlathotep was, and like some of the stuff has been like translated, but not all of it. A lot of the both is like a lot of the stuff that you you like discovered.
I need to tell them. I didn't tell them about what I saw.
Go ahead and make me a just straight intelligence. This is gonna be to see exactly how much you remember.
That's a 15.
15?
Wait, no, that's a 5.
A little bit of difference. A little bit of difference. You remember the name of it. That's kind of sort of, and you remember there being some bar. You don't know like how far.
Oh, I thought. I
remember. Do you remember?
I remember it being like almost full. Like it was like almost.
Yeah, it was almost. Full. It was about like 70-ish% of the way full.
So that's what I remember.
That's all. Yeah, that's all you remember.
We never talked about being abducted by aliens, did we?
Abducted by what? We don't remember because of the memory thing.
Oh, well, we do.
Well, I mean, I remember waking up and then.
Yeah, I thought we all only remember waking
holding
up.
this weird item.
You remember.
And then I remember holding the weird item again.
We just don't remember the boss fight that
remember,
supposedly happened.
Yeah, you don't remember.
Do you remember jumping at the plane?
Yes.
I remember.
Yes. Everything was like.
I don't know why you followed me, Phil.
Did
you follow me?
Yeah.
Well, no. I cast Augury, and Augury said it was 50-50, so I was like, well, might as well.
Yeah,
I can literally took like you don't know to. Oh, okay, it's okay.
But also,
it's okay if I die.
It was my idea to jump out.
Yeah, Curtis was stealing all the credit.
Hell yeah, that's what we do.
I mean, he did it. He actually did it first, so.
Yeah.
It would be akin to like having like a really vivid dream, and like you know how like you have like really vivid, so you remember like large parts of it, but like some of it is like kind of fuzzy. I don't know what happened after you.
Okay, yeah. So
went down those stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like bring it up. Like, hey, did I really tell you about when I think I was abducted by aliens?
What do you mean? Think we were?
Everyone's been abducted by aliens. If you ever got a ship against your will,
we're all aliens.
If you ever got on a ship against your will, well, guess what? You were abducted by aliens.
That I haven't seen before.
Oh, you mean those little Greg dudes?
Yeah.
That we saw that one time?
What Greg dudes?
The Greg dudes?
See, but you would have thought it was a dream too.
No.
I thought it was a dream.
I knew it was real. You know why?
Why?
Because I can't piss myself in my dream.
So that's what that smell was.
Well, anyways, I saw like this screen when we were being abducted, and it said Nyarlathotep, and it was like there was like a bar, like it was almost full, and I feel like they were
like a loading bar.
Yeah. Well, I kind of picture it like the Space Domino's pizza.
Hold on. Which one was it in? Was it in the ovens?
No, it was green. It was green. Like, it was like.
So it just now got out of the oven.
It just got out of the oven.
And Neil, whatever the hell
it's
checking it to make sure that it has perfect quality.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were there.
Which just means kind of like putting it in a box and tossing it in the bag.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he's like chopping it up right now.
Yeah, and it said Nyarlathotep. I didn't know what that was, and so like they had bodies in tubes, and I don't know if they're gonna bring this thing back. But when I went to the professor to the university today, I asked about Nyarlathotep, and it's apparently synonymous.
So this is the guy that's been on our ass like this whole time. Well, it hasn't been on our ass.
Like all of this
been
stuff.
creeping
like,
onto our ass.
Yeah, it's more like we've been trying to look for them.
Yeah, and I don't know if like are actually. I don't even know.
I don't know. They didn't really seem that menacing. They kept on saying "A Lamau" and then
but
disappearing.
They obviously have some kind of advanced technology. They're trying to do something with this Nyarlathotep thing. On a different note, I also have a bunch of information that Chiswick emailed me about Nyarlathotep.
It's Code Geass. Have you not paid attention to my character?
Is there anything? Is there anything that we can actually read on here?
I'll figure it out. Next session, I'll have some basically like what you guys get from email and Chiswick. I don't have anything just off the top of my head what I told you, but I'll probably figure out some like iconography, some stuff.
So then, what's the next plan? Are we gonna try to get back on those Gray's ship?
When I talked to the professor,
which is not Absalon Station.
Or Abaddon, blow them up.
When I talked to the professor, he said that they might have some like documents on the student like library stuff. We just have to get like a student's login can get it. He also said that there might be physical records on Triaxis Eox.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to get the code in for the students?
Yeah, we could. I mean, we could probably just ask one of the kids to log in. They
I was
probably
just gonna hack in.
don't remember
Why
to
don't we just ask
sign out.
Kelvic? He was raised here. He was
But
probably
is he
a student
at
here.
the university?
He was probably a student
He's
here.
probably banned from the university.
He probably got banned, but we don't know.
For,
We should
I mean,
find
we
that
could
out.
probably just walk up to one of the computers
How
and
is the
somebody forgot
security?
to log out.
There, is it like
Who does that?
trivial to hack
It's
into?
Nah,
dangerous.
it's like
A lot of
open. It's like an
people.
open campus.
It's never really
Okay.
It's an open campus. Yeah,
Let's
people
just
forget to log
go.
out all
I'll
the time.
just hack into
Oh.
one. Won't matter.
Go ahead and make me a computers check, and Noki, go ahead and make me a perception check.
That's a one.
That's a 1. You're looking around, you don't see anyone
Oh,
still
yes.
logged in.
These are computers.
Yeah, you're looking around and like, nope. Don't
Last
see
time I checked, computers do what computers
One
do.
thing you could do is just go around and watch people who are entering passwords in and try to remember the password.
Or I could just
Fucking
Try to
shouting
scare
down.
him.
No. That's like a real way
33?
people hack.
33?
Is they just look at you, put
Yeah,
in
they
your password,
copy.
and then
You,
they just do it.
Yeah, you print out like a piece of like plastic and you put it over one of the keys, and then so you know which keys that they hit, and you're like, yeah.
You're just like,
I got
yep.
it.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
why is
Alright,
this
now
saran
we put
wrap on
this-
the
We
keyboard?
put this into like an algorithm to get all the possible ones, and you're just like, all right. So
Yeah.
you have,
Test
you have one
1,
of this. You have,
test 2, test 3.
Test
one
3
of the
locked
four.
out.
Test 5. Oh, yep, it was that one. Okay. So you wanted to find some stuff?
yeah.
Yeah. Eliminate student loans.
But you're gonna. Oh, can
Let's go
but
down
you
one
said
lucky
it would be
student.
ready like next
yeah.
day.
So, but like that'll
So-
add to what you guys get because you got
I
the
think
We're in.
universities.
The number of
and then you can
possibilities equal to
download-
the link.
Yeah.
You can just
Factorial.
download kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, let me just get all of the stuff that I can get.
Anything with
I know that from
creeping,
science.
I think it's
chaos,
that
creeping
plus-
king, Neil Arthitep.
Well,
Okay.
since the
I'll
order
just download it all
matters,
onto
well, I
my,
guess you don't know if there's duplicate
whatchamacallit.
keys, so you can't know the link.
Sounds good.
Yep.
At least while you have it.
But I think.
No, your personal upgrade. Never mind. You're good. Because that's the kind of thing. I was thinking of your extra.
Oh, yeah,
I
no.
think it's just
I was
since
talking
we
about
don't
my,
know the
my,
link
my
and we
kid or
don't know
whatever,
if there
whatever
can
the hell
only
it's
be
called. I
one
forget what it's
key
called.
in each place, then it's just the number of things they press squared. I don't know.
But it's also varied on.
Well, no, if we don't know the
type
link,
of
we can't
character
know.
that's split, so numbers will also.
This doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Oh,
It
okay.
would also
So that you're talking
complex
about
it.
something else.
Same
We're,
thing
we're
with-
talking
So,
about the math and
after
figuring
we
out how
do
many
this-
passes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess we'll
Same
go
thing
back
with
and we'll
special
go
characters.
to
Those
Alice.
are
Oh, can I
That's
go
infinite,
back to the
unless we know the
professors at
maximum
least?
password
Technically,
length.
you can go.
No, I mean it's probably like around like 4ish.
I want to go back to the professor and ask him about
Oh,
like a
did you-
divination.
Do you know his office hour? He could be in class right now.
When we walk
Just
into his
call him in the middle
office.
of class.
She's still there.
Okay, and be like, hey,
Oh,
I
you're back.
yes, I forgot to ask you about one thing. Like the old gods, is there like a specific god that was associated with divination?
Let me. I'm gonna borrow one of your. You know, what, roll me a d20. Just because I put my dice up. D20. 10. Well, there's several gods that deal with divination. I mean, all gods kind of have that ability to divine.
Especially
Divine.
Yeah, to be divine. Let me. And he kind of like pulling out some of these books and he's kind of like looking through them. I don't think there's any specific ones.
Are there any that like gather power from like divination? Is that a thing? Am I thinking about this properly?
I don't.
Don't even
think
film it.
you-
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's up?
There
I
are.
like the left side. There's just a
Part 2
there's just a
Joseph,
patch.
bro.
There's just several patches.
Yeah.
I'm Cloud.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
no, you're
even-
Joseph
even
from
some
part
of
2.
the,
Joseph Joestar.
even some of like
Young
the
Joseph.
modern day gods.
You know, like someone took like a razor and just
they
ran
have-
throughout your hair with it.
Some like Densa.
Now you're Joseph.
She's kind of like the goddess of
No,
dreams.
it's not all. When you're
stars,
shaking it, it was all together, but
travelers.
now it's not. Now you're just Cloud.
But you said, but
Jesus.
are there any
I love
like
it.
pre-gap
Better.
gods?
Which one are you now?
I would have to look into those. Nothing that.
Shit. Now
I mean,
you're fucking. What's his name? on
There's
the
of
new
course
one?
going to be some god out there. There's basically a god for everything. At least some point throughout history.
Giorno.
You don't have the little
But I can
loops,
definitely
but other than
look
that,
and see if I can find any gods that specifically
And I have a tree.
either
Giorno,
divination
Giovanna.
god or.
Do you know if there's anything that was like specifically against Neil Arthitep or
anything that directly opposed him?
now you're Josuke.
Let me. And he kind of like scrimmaging through some of these books that he has. His chaotic evil. Definitely some of the like the natural the good goddesses. Ayumide was probably, she's more of like the honorable battle. And she was a pre-gap god, so she probably fought against him in some fashion. Sarenrae, again, probably in some fashion, fought against them. I don't think he had like a specific enemy per se. But I mean, with the with how old Nyarlathotep is, probably like several gods fought in one point in their time or another have fought. I don't, but not that I, off the top of my head, I don't know of like a specific god that has, vowed vengeance against him or anything like that. If that's what
Maybe
you're,
it's
that's
all
what
of
you're
them.
asking.
Yeah, I mean, not just Satan and God kind of
Yeah, so I mean, there's
space.
Spaten.
Fighting.
Yeah, like there is just so many like gods out there. Basically, he would be considered by like modern standards chaotic. Any lawful entity,
anything,
any good
would
entity,
be-
true good entity, would have at some point fought again. Sounds good. Do you have your student login so I can your student email so I can email it to you?
Actually, I don't like my email because this is more like personal.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I suppose.
As long as it ends in @edu or whatever, or at something.edu.
I mean, that's probably okay. I'll pass it through to my higher up so it doesn't look weird. Yeah. Okay. Gang. Scuttles off.
Was he a crab?
He's a Yoski.
Oh, okay.
Don't rat scuttle.
No.
Whatever.
Yeah, this rat does.
Rats just walk.
What?
Yeah, they just walk.
Yeah, haven't you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No.
You ever seen Mr. Splinter or Master Splinter?
I am Mr. Splinter.
That's what they called him before he became an expert in martial arts.
Yeah.
Mr.
He
Splinter.
didn't go through 20 years of martial arts training to be called Mr. Thank you, Mason.
Yeah, Master, my bad.
But alright, so you guys, where are you guys off to next so I can start preparing that area?
To the ship.
To Avalon?
Abalon. Yeah,
Abalon.
Abalon.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Why?
So y'all can make that money.
Oh yeah, and by the way,
For what?
the synchronous
What
heart
are we
doesn't
doing?
actually replace my heart; it goes on my heart.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are we going to Abalon?
I know there was
To
a
get a
reason
metal
why
plant.
we
You said
talked.
you wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
go
right.
there.
Metal plant.
Yeah,
what?
and there's
Metal
also a
plant.
rune there. There's two things we're
Metal
gonna do. We're gonna
plant.
get
That
a
doesn't
rune.
really concern me.
No, it does
Metal
because
plant equal money.
we're gonna get 740,000 credits for the entire party for getting this thing.
Fucking money.
Hey, look, man.
That's how you get upgrades. Shut the fuck up. You just spent 38,000 on something. You're gonna sit here and tell us you don't
Yeah,
need money.
because I got it by coincidence.
On the
Yeah.
other hand,
Well, by coincidence, you might
Well, how
Yeah.
about this? The person at the plant place, they were like, you know what? It would really help us out if you got this
Fuck.
metal plant.
Damn it! All right, we're going to Abalon, guys.
Yeah. Tree Risa did say
Does
that
does he realize he acts like this?
Mason.
He thinks he's the captain, but that's because that he is.
yeah, I know.
Mason, you
Yeah.
also. I'll remind you.
The
You
captain
also
doesn't
heard
pilot.
Teresa talk
Captain should know how to do
telepathically and
every
say
function of the
that
ship.
this will help with the connection.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Not
Yeah.
Do
the
we-
floors.
Do
So
know
we don't know
that?
what the connection is.
I don't
don't
think you
care what the
mentioned it
connection
yet.
is.
Yeah, have you told us about
Oh,
it?
hey, by the way, this just, I don't know. You know how sometimes you just randomly think about shit?
No.
Well, when I was walking out of that plant place, the lady who was in charge was saying that if we got this metal plant on Abalon, that it would help with the connection.
The connection?
The connection.
What if everybody's linked to like this creepy thing somehow?
Well, for 740,000 credits, I won't feel any guilt if we accidentally help
same.
them out.
Same.
That reminds me. Even if we got rid of Hisori, right? That's the person's name.
There's also
Anyway,
that other
We didn't
We're
get
still
rid of her. We
getting
put her
headaches,
head
or-
on the steps.
You do, yeah. Go ahead and make me a.
okay. Somebody roll a d20 for me.
You got a 6.
How does a 6 plus
And you already had a headache last time,
a
correct?
9?
I would have
No,
also rolled
we
the
got rid of
six.
it
Because
because
he went to the
we went to
sermon.
the sermon,
Okay, so
and it was in the
just
same
starting to
day.
get a headache.
Okay.
Wait, but
You know,
now
I could
Mason
remove
has
your
the
affliction, but
enchantment.
that would take off my curse, so I'm going to tell my bugs to get off the ship real quick.
Yeah. So, okay. So then, now we do have now I have a reason to go to Abalon because I want to get off this fucking place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
We
wait
just
till
got- we
we
should
go
have-
until
okay.
we leave.
Oh, I forgot about the headache.
I'm going to say, bye, bugs. Y'all live on the sun now,
We
and
thought
they
the
walk
headache
off the
was,
ship.
Yeah, so these little
The
fire,
headache
these
was
little like
related to that.
fire ants and such are like, if that is the wish of the master, we shall live.
They'll just immediately burn, like the sun coming through the
No,
glass
no.
with the giant orbs.
No.
Oh God!
Ants, like-
Oh no! Oh my God!
And we were like walking in when you did this, and we were all just watching these
Oh,
ants just
God.
murder themselves.
I'm so sorry.
No. They're fire ants. They were from the fire plane.
Oh God!
Yeah, they just returned.
They just returned to their base form.
Yeah, they just returned to their plane. But,
Yeah. Don't feel bad.
I'm in the clap. Oh my god, let it
Yeah, that's
I
like
dispelled them. So
like,
I unsummoned them.
that's like when we tell them
anyway,
like, I don't know, he went to the
also
farm.
wanna-
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, they
He's
just
on the
returned to the
fire
fire
plane.
plane. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Oh, did you
I
see like
want a
their
ring of
corpse turn into
whispers.
ash?
Can we make that can you make that?
Yeah, he
What do you
like,
need?
0 effort too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a level 1 magic.
Oh, Ring of
item.
Is it?
Whispers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one of those.
Oh.
Level 1
should
item. I think
program
that
it.
takes even
What
less
names are you
time
wanting
because
to
I
put
have
on?
I
more than 5
want
ranks
to
in the
find
system
more
or
about
whatever.
like Creeping Chaos.
It's like
I put
an
Creeping King
hour.
and Creeping Chaos on mine
Yeah.
already.
Okay, we can do
Yeah.
New Art
So I
Attack
can
now
I
since
can
that's
just
like
put that together.
synonymous.
Okay,
That's
sure.
that's no issue.
Alright.
for me.
Well,
Yeah,
if
it's zero
Mason
issue.
has it, then there's no point.
But
in
it's
making
only
it.
if I hear it within range. So having 2 would still be good.
Okay, well then.
It is made.
All I know, team, is
I'm gonna add that to breast note. Add it
Okay, you put it on your thumb.
Mine's not on my hands.
Twist his dick.
Cock ring of whispers.
Get a heart on whenever you hear one of the names.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
it just vibrates.
yeah. So you get a hard on when someone says something.
No, that
He hears
comes in
that
your
and just,
What were you saying, Akron?
he's gotta sit there and try to like hide it and shit.
What was I gonna say? Oh,
Keep
all I
looking for
know
me.
is that I bought a hot dog from that stadium, and I have a stomachache. So,
You're asking me to remove affliction for you?
yes, please.
Well, how about once we get off the sun, because then I can get all your afflictions in one go.
Don't we have like a med bay in our ship?
Why don't you just take
Sure.
a shit? It'll probably.
But
help.
I'm just saying, you're gonna get your headache immediately
Then you
if
have to
I
talk with
remove
Buddha.
everything.
I actually won't have a headache once we leave.
That's what I'm saying. So let's leave, and then I'll get it before we hit light speed.
Yeah,
Sound good?
and then we're gonna have another one of those creaking things
I'm gonna-
when we go into.
I'm gonna go and
To
finish
what?
It's okay.
researching.
We just know we just jump out.
You gonna
No,
finish
that was
researching?
something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and research that material.
Another
Okay.
creaking?
We'll pick up next time on the
That was
ship
with the
traveling.
aliens.
Alright.
There was
I
another
don't know.
creaking on the ship.
Yeah.
That wasn't the aliens?
You have no idea.
I thought it was aliens.
No.
We don't know.
What?
So, what? As the ship enters the drift.
Activate.
As the ship enters the drift, and then we'll pick up next time on the drift to Avalon.